Welcome one and all. This is Astrology Live with Chanda Sparkles. How you guys doing this evening? The energy is lit, and you know my Aries moon has to come out for the most extreme eclipse of the year, if not the most extreme eclipse of the last 5 years. So we're going to talk about the astrology tonight. We're going to go over every single sun sign, whole sign house, by the way, sun sign horoscopes for each of the signs. Just give you a little tidbit of what house placement it's happening in and what part of your life it may be adjusting. You may need some adjusting. Let's just put it like that. Also, we're going to read the cards tonight for all of the elements. And you might hear in the background there, I've got some whale sounds going because this eclipse is all around the whale medicine, and I will explain that as well. So that's coming up. Thanks for coming in and joining us tonight. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. No countdown, sorry. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's very important to grow the channel. And yeah, we're looking at an Aries eclipse at 29 degrees. So we brought out the root chakra and sacral chakra crystal singing bowl for clearing tonight. How is everybody feeling? I see you guys loading in the chat. Now remember, I'm on Facebook and YouTube. In multiple groups. Thanks to the groups for allowing me to come in and do my thing here every single Tuesday night. You want to be sure that you've popped on over to YouTube if you are on Facebook. The link is in the description below, and then the beautiful moderators often will put the link there for you in the comments for you to come over to YouTube. We have more of us gathered in the chat if that's something you would like to participate in. And if not, that's okay too. We're happy to have you here. Now, before we get started tonight, I see Deborah, Susanna, hi there, Donna, and Juho. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And there's Ray. What's going on from Ontario? I see everybody popping in. There is Sandy. Sandy, thank you so much. Yeah, I got my Aries Ram. You know, I'm an Aries moon, a Scorpio sun and Scorpio rising, first house, and Scorpio Mars. And this eclipse is opposing my 12th house Scorpio Mars at 1 degree. So I'm getting lit by Scorpio energy and Mars energy because Mars, of course, is the ruler of Aries, and Mars is the one that we're going to be looking to in Cancer. But there's so much going, like literally an eclipse anyway, always eclipses people, places, and things in and out of our lives. It's just the overall energy of it. But this eclipse, and we will look at the astrological chart, is so fast. There's such fast moving energy with this eclipse. But this eclipse has so many other things going on with it, like being in a challenging, harsh square to Pluto for the first time in our lifetime in 0 degrees of Aquarius, okay? And this is the first eclipse where Pluto has moved into Aquarius, and that's a really big deal. So we'll get into the chart, we'll get into the cards, and we're going to get into the giveaway right now. We do giveaways here every 100 subscribers to YouTube. These aren't just 1 or 2 little items. We have sponsors, we have readers, healers, all sorts of different fun crystals. And good. I have an Andara crystal that just came in and it is currently charging, so I will announce that next week. But I have already gotten this out there. We're going to be giving away the Sacred Geometry activations. Let's see if I can get that. There it goes. This deck is a nice big size deck, and it's a really fun way to learn more about sacred geometry, the language of the soul. All right, so that's one of the giveaways for the package. And I don't know exactly where we're at on the subscribers, but I know that we're inching towards the number 625. And so as soon as we get to 625, then I will go ahead and do that giveaway. Because I've been doing this over 2 years now on YouTube, and it's just been a constant challenge and struggle, and I don't understand why, but it is what it is, and we just keep going. There is Susanna, very tired, very moody today, she says. Yeah, that's part of it. You know, when you're in eclipse season, it's kind of like a push and pull. You know, I had stated, you know, we're getting fired up for endings to begin again. And I know that sounds so oxymoron, right? But it truly is. A lot of things coming to an end in order to begin again. And the eclipse energy doesn't just happen, boom, one day. You know, it's like you may have already been experiencing this stuff in the last 4 to 6 weeks, or it's going to happen strong within the next 4 to 6 weeks. But it happens and it changes that part of your life where that house placement is. So that's why we're going to get into the sun sign horoscopes and talk about the house placements. And thank you to the moderators. Thank you, Erin, for moderating tonight. We love you. And I haven't seen there's Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. And let's see who else. Hi, Donna and Ray. Yes, love and light to everybody. Please keep it clean in the chat. And let's send frequency codes out, because there's so much going on in our universe, so much happening with this really incredible, exciting time. And I know that some of it may be challenging for us. I know it's been challenging for me. I'm getting a direct hit. My son's birthday is literally Friday. And so he's a 1 degree sun sign Taurus, and this North Node being, you know, right there on top of him, all of this, we've had a lot of things to be grateful for through the expansion. And that's about the most positive way I can put it, you know, but we're learning and we're evolving and we're moving forward with love in our hearts. That's the most important, is that we know that the armor of God, frequency, lives within us, the God spark that's inside of us. And everything we're co-creating together, those of us that hold that higher frequency, that is our armor. No more needed. That's it, right? So let's dive in. I want to show you, first of all, we're going to do an invocation, just a quick blessing. And I want to bring this over here. Make sure I have everything lined out. I've got my calendar. We'll look at the week ahead. So I'll give you the days between now and next Tuesday that may be a little more wonky, a little more challenging, but we're just in it right now. I'm just going to say it right now. You're in it. But there's hope, because there's a lightening of the load coming on the weekend. So I kind of like it. Really good time for dates. I'll give you that much right now. All right. Hey there, sister. Hi, Stacy. Thank you for being here. Yes, I see everybody loading in. We are multi-streaming. If you're on Facebook, please make sure to remember that, see, I'm going to go ahead and post this to 2 destinations. There it goes. It should come up. If you're wanting to pop over to YouTube, I can see your comments. But if you happen to be, I'm going to do it one more time, on Chanda Sparkle's YouTube, Chanda Sparkle's Soul Codes. I can see you guys on the Sparkle's Astrological Soul Codes, and I can see you on Chanda Sparkle's YouTube. But if you're in the group, or you're on my personal Facebook page, because I'm multi-streaming, you have to come over to those in order for me to see your comments. Or there's a little link that I just put in there that says, come over, you have to give approval for some reason. I don't know. It's eCam software. I'm not a software person, so they changed it. This is how it is. All right, let's get moving, because we got a lot to do tonight. Lots to do tonight. It was so beautiful, these whale songs, the whale music. And thanks to Julie, who, by the way, her Inner Space Voyage website is also something we're going to look at, and it's in the links, to explain Cetus, the whale, the sea monster constellation, because I focus on the intuitive evolutionary astrology and how it affects us here on planet Earth. I don't know every constellation. I mean, I know them, but I'm not a cosmologist, and she is an amazing cosmologist, and so I recommend her as well. All of her information here is in the links there. Yes, I see more of you loading in, so let's go. Let's get going here. Let's get going. Dun, 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 dun. I'm happy to be here. I've got my horns on. I can't help it. I had to do it. You know, I don't do it every, but 29 degrees Aries. 29 is the most extreme anoretic. It is called the anoretic degree. Okay, and so it's like a accumulation of all of the degrees from 0 to 29 in that sign, and it's part of whenever we know it's time to let go. It's time to be done, because we're moving into a bigger and different energy than what we've been experiencing for the past 30 days, right? So when this eclipse comes in, it's going to go eclipse, boom, into Taurus. Like, it's like happens into Taurus. And then immediately after that, Mercury goes retrograde. So there's quite a bit to unravel. Let's get after it with, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna pull this up first so y'all can look at it, and then I'm going to do the invocation. Let me see here. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's the chart for the Aries Solar Eclipse. Go ahead and have a little look-see at the sacred geometry, which is the center point here, okay? I always look, because I've seen in code all my life, I always look at the geometry of a chart, firstly, to see what I receive. So I'd be curious if you tell me in the comments if there's anything that you receive off the sacred geometry of the Aries Solar Hybrid Eclipse. Hybrid Eclipse is very special, by the way, okay? And we'll explain what that is here in just a few as well. But before we get going, let's all just stop for a moment. Whether you're here now or on the YouTube replay, let's just stop and just give ourselves a moment of breath. And then I have this beautiful invocation that I'm going to read. Let's bring in our God consciousness. Let's bring in the Christed light. Call upon our ancestors and our guides to assist us as we go through this massive transformation. Pluto is the deepest of transformations. It's going from one form of existence to the next. So it's important that we always step forth in our spirit, especially with Saturn freshly moved into Pisces. That is bringing spirit into matter. That is stepping forward, my friends, into knowing that you're very integral within your spirituality, and you're bringing form to it on a daily basis, and you're setting structures and guidelines down to be aware of your spiritual life every day. And it's an awareness that you live and embody, especially with the sun entering into Taurus this week. That's all about the embodiment, the flesh, the senses. Okay? So I have this wonderful invocation. This is the book that I get it from. If you'd like to screenshot it, it has a bunch of really beautiful blessings and rituals. It's for physical wellness, because Aries is very physical on the initiating. I have an Aries daughter who is a beast when it comes to working out. Like, she's that chick that's way up high in the spotlight, riding the bike and yelling at everybody to keep moving with the music and everything at Crunch Fitness. And then she does these like massive workouts with these big ropes and these big tires and stuff like that. And she's a full ass Aries with the Sagittarius rising. So she's like serious fire. But we're moving from this fire into earth, stable, steady, simple, grounded, luxurious Taurus. So because we're having this second new moon in Aries, there's going to be this like, I want to jump, I want to go, but I'm kind of wanting to stop and think about this because I need to keep it slow and steady. So there's going to be kind of this, like I said, a push and pull energy, a go, a jump, and stop and wait kind of energy with this eclipse. So here we go. Deep breath. Release. Letting all that matters is this moment. And release. Letting out any anxieties, fears, and frustrations. Letting those just flow away. Inoshieno como kahane tionai. Inarushikine matunai. Inolama keshenai he. Makina shukuku ketara randai. Una boka norshikumbai enai narunjai. Lato umbarai nushukumakina. Una rarare chikima narushikamana. Oh, shinoka keke. Great Spirit, I thank you for this human life. You have bestowed this upon me for the vitality and the energy that surges through my veins. I thank you for my senses, ruled by Taurus. I thank you for my senses, sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste. And the access they offer to this beautiful world. I'm grateful for the unique gifts you have granted me, the connections with others I know and love. Thank you, universe. I ask that you continue to bless me with physical health, strength, and peace. Help ease the physical challenges and discomforts of life so that I can pursue my path with vitality and courage. I ask that you keep my bones and my blood strong and pure, my mind centered, my lungs clear, and my heart full. I ask for this blessing of wellness so that I may move in the world free of pain, worry, or discomforts, and bless others along the way, sharing with them what you offer so freely and graciously to me. I receive my physical healing with gratitude, love, commitment, reverence, and respect. Amen. Aho, and so it is in Lakesh, dear family. Physical wellness, with all of these light codes that have been coming in. We were at KP4 this morning. I haven't had a chance to double check it. But yeah, we've had a lot of electromagnetic energy, solar flares, solar light codes coming in, raising us up because the planet Earth is so close inside of the photon belt. Those light codes are really photonic, changing and shifting our DNA, really creating something new and tangible in our physicality. Sometimes you just have to sleep, sometimes you have to rest, and you just take advantage of the times that you can feel that energy to go, and really use it, to your greatest advantage right now. Because this is a big one. It sure is. Hello, Trina. Thank you so much. Hello, Zena. Thank you. And there is Cat's Unity. And yes, we've just done the invocation, everyone. I see the inverted pyramid. Okay, Renee has a good one. I see the inverted pyramid and have been seeing lots of signs recently around ancient Egypt. Very awesome. Yeah, there is an inverted pyramid there now that I look at it. Yep. I just see the mystic what I saw was a mystic rectangle, the blue lines. So I'm going to show you what I see. Oops. So right here, a mystic rectangle with Saturn in Pisces at 4 degrees, South Node in Scorpio, and Black Moon Lilith. Both of these right here are de-purge, okay? Release of the dark. You know, stand up for what is true and what is right within the space of the dark. And then when I saw the square from Mars over to all of this, and then another square from Mercury to Pluto, and then another square down here back to Scorpio. This is what I felt like it was like pages turning. When I first got the imprint, I am paying attention to the other aspects, but these are the two that stood out. So to me, it kind of looked like a book opening. So you kind of, I don't know, you have to get kind of creative with it. But that's what I received. I was like, this is the book opening and page turning. This is a very page turning time, release deep, dark, in order to bring in that spiritual light, in order to start and begin again. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear this off real quick because I want to show y'all. I have a little list because there's a lot. I mean, I can remember most of it because I live it every day, but I just don't want to miss everything because it's been, wow, you know, it's a lot. You know, we've been feeling the Sun square Pluto all week, and that's not going to hit until tomorrow, or is it? Yeah, tomorrow. So it might be the day after tomorrow. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, I want to start right here. This is where I'm going to start. This is the Sun, the Moon, Jupiter, Chiron, and the North Node. Okay, so you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those are in Aries. The North Node here in Taurus. Okay, but they're all together. Even though they're split, different signs, they're all together, real close together there. The tight conjunction, the tightest conjunction we're dealing with is over here to Pluto. Okay, deep, dark, transformational waters. Critical, you know, it's a critical, and this happens right after this eclipse happens, okay? First of all, let's make sure y'all know, here it is. April 19th, Wednesday night at 11:12 p.m. Central. That's 12:12 Eastern, okay? So, and then for some of you, it's going to be the next day in the middle of the morning, you know, because it'll probably, like, I think it's 2 or 3 in the morning for like London time. You'll have to look for your time zone, okay? But if you're Eastern, it's at 12:12. Those are some pretty good numbers numerology wise, right? Just saying. So we have this solar eclipse happening at 29 degrees, and you have the moon is this right here with it, okay? Now, this next one is here, here, here. That's the mystic rectangle that I'm talking about. Deep purges, letting go, release, walk away. Fuck this shit. It's over. And you can't do it no more. It's over, you know? And if it's not at that point of no return over, it will be. Because Pluto says this must die now, and I don't care how. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm seeing orbs. Or something's flying around in here. Anyway, I'm very wired. I mean, it took a lot for me to get grounded today. I have just been, and I got real tired last night. I slept hardcore all night, and then I just been all day long. I can feel the electricity in the air from Uranus conjunct right here to Mercury about to go retrograde. Okay, Mercury has slowed to go retrograde, and that's as far as it's going to go, is that 15 degrees. I'm going to do that again because I don't like the way it looks. There, Mercury and Uranus right there in Taurus. This is Taurus right here. Our mind and how we're processing things feels real scattered, and it feels real electric. It feels like you can't quite pinpoint exactly, you know, where you're gonna, like, there's a lot of things happening, and it takes conscious effort to be able to focus on one thing, because there's so much happening all around in the world and in the world around us. Uranus is saying this must be revolutionized. This is their future, the future forward here. And the future needs structure, and it must shift. Okay, and being in Taurus is all about our money structures. It's about all of the lands, agricultures, and abundances. You know, it's very much the stock market, you know, crypto, all of that. All of where our bank systems and all that stuff. And when you got eclipse right there at 29 degrees, boom, then it's going to enter Taurus right after it apaxes. You're going to see world shifts, different things happening around the world when you're dealing with something like that. Now, Mars is the ruler of this eclipse, but it's answering to the moon in Aries. See, here's Aries and the moon right there. See this line? Right there. It's answering over to the moon. Mars is out of bounds. When any planet is out of bounds, it behaves badly. It just doesn't, you know, some harsh things can happen. Mars is aggression, it's passion, it's, you know, you got to get moving. But it's in home. It's in the moon's home. So if the moon is at home in Cancer, Mars is at home in Aries. So it's a mutual reception. So that's a good thing. So even with the mutual reception, though, Mars is in Cancer, acts very differently. Mars is not the warrior. He's more like, I'm at home and I'm trying to rest because I've been worrying for everybody. I've been battling for everybody, and I need rest. And he gets real cranky in Cancer, defending the home, defending the children, defending the family. You know, very defensive right here. And Mars is a big player in this very critical, dynamic, potent eclipse. I wrote some words down that I thought, I get different channels and I get different things going throughout the week, working with clients and whatnot. And I write stuff down as I see it, or sometimes I see a vision, or sometimes I hear it. And I wrote potent, robust, influential, persuasive, dynamic, fast forward. This is the most fire energy that we're going to feel and see for the rest of the year. Like, yeah, we'll have Leo and Sag come up, but we'll have planets that have gone retrograde, and we'll have, you know, this is the most forward momentum. If you've been following me, you know I've been posting last 3 weeks. Come on, let's go. It's time to move. Okay, you know, this is the last little bit. In fact, I think it was like 3 months ago I started speaking to the fact that we only had so much time with forward momentum planets. And of course, you have your right, your will to do as you choose. I'm just the astrologer reporting and translating the energy. But this is a time, let's see what else I put. This is a time that's very delicate as well as robust, you know, because Neptune is just entered into, or Saturn has just entered in with Neptune in Pisces. And when you're dealing with a dissolve of consciousness like that, you know, Saturn's pretty chill there, and it's not a bad placement for Saturn, but it's like we get loopy, you know. It's like, I mean, I truly thought that I did something, and I kind of knew it in my heart that I had done this thing, but then I hadn't done it. I have a beautiful sister, Zena, who created me a wonderful opening video for this whole show tonight. For the first time, I was so excited about having it. And I just knew in my head it was there. And then when I came, it was gone. And I was like, how did that not? It's just, there's weird things in time and in mind with this transit as well. So you gotta slow it down a little bit to really look. And I believe the sun coming into Taurus is really going to help us with that quite a bit. Because you see, the sun's gonna come into Taurus and it's gonna conjunct. Hold on, I got a better idea. It's gonna come into Taurus and it's gonna conjunct the North Node. See that right there in the blue? The sun comes in and says, okay, I'm here to shine the light on the future. I'm here to shine the light on the direction that we need to go in. I'm here to explore this new beginning because I had this ending happened, this stopped in my life, and now it's time to move forward. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it could. It's a very fortunate day when the sun comes up on the North Karmic Node, Rahu. In Vedic astrology, the head of the dragon comes right on up into Taurus. It can be very fortunate, but it also can be very disastrous, you know, because it's opposite the South Node in Scorpio. And the South Node in Scorpio says this all has to purge. It's toxic. It's waste. It's over, you know. And that's a deep, dark place. It's not like it's not like little gossipy toxic. This is very serious toxic stuff that we have to release, and it has to move on, right? So I want to talk about Venus. Venus over here is helping us. Venus and the moon are going to conjunct over the weekend. That's what I said. It'll be a really nice time, loving, flirty, dating, dynamism, I can't even say the word, but you get where I'm saying. And short distance travel, little trips, go and have a picnic, you know, whatever, stuff like that. It's a really good time for that because this moon will be moving forward through Taurus this week and then into Gemini and Cancer. Okay, so we're looking at Mars, the masculine, Venus, the feminine. They're both going to eventually come together as well. People are going to start going retrograde. Pluto goes retrograde on May 1st. Pluto over here will come back into Capricorn. And when Pluto comes back into Capricorn, we're going to start to see more of what we've been experiencing for these past years, especially since 2019. It's going to come back and it's going to activate. And don't forget, we are still very much in the United States of America's Pluto return, which does affect the world. Okay? So, and that's going to be happening for the next probably 2.5 years. Okay? So, he's going to come back in there and we're going to end up having to move forward and do these world changes around money and government and world powers. Pluto is power. And he is working over. He's like the demolition crew, you know. He comes in and he says, okay, we've knocked all this down. He's the tower moment. You know, it's all been knocked down. Pluto does that. And then Uranus comes in and says, okay, because Uranus is in Taurus, says, okay, what are we going to build now? You know, it is that building time. Especially with an Aries moon. Take advantage with this Aries new moon in this eclipse. Take advantage of this eclipse energy to really put forth your best effort and your best light to the physicality, to all that you feel, you know, whatever it may be for you. It'll depend on what house you're in, and that's why we're going to go look at the sun sign, whole sign houses for everybody, so we can move on and have a little look there. Okay? All right, so let's keep moving. And bam. Before we go into the inner, oh yeah, let's do this real quick. Before we go into, let's do this real quick. I wanted to show y'all something so that you had a better understanding. Okay, so this is the hybrid eclipse, right? I wanted to show you. So the first one here is the moon. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Oh, I hate it when I have to. Hold on. Oopsie, get out of there. Okay, well you get the gist of it. Look. So the first one there on that list at the top in blue is the moon, then the sun, then Mercury, then Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Chiron, Black Moon, Lilith, and the North and South Node. I wanted to show you because all of these are going really fast, okay? And don't worry about Black Moon Lilith. She floats back and forth. She's just an energy center. She's always kind of retro or forward. I mean, she just, you know. But the only two that are going slow is the sun and Mercury, because Mercury's about to station to go retrograde. Our mind, travel, plans. I hope you've gotten all this stuff handled. Hope you've laid out everything that you need to do, because you'll end up possibly, if you are someone who does not have Mercury retrograde in your birth chart, you could have some challenges. But don't fear it. It's not to fear, okay? It's just a time more inwardly. You know, you take all of this stuff and you take it a little more inwardly. But, you know, we might have some computer glitches or some crazy hacks, some hacks of the world. I saw hacks coming up. I got hacked, or actually my son got hacked. And then it was outrageous how much it cost me. I was like, oh, and it didn't even get fixed the first time. The second time he had to come back and fix more, and that was partially my son's fault. So I'm not going to put that all off on him. But at the same time, there was a lot of miscommunication. Like, okay, I didn't know that I could take it to your house and it would have been cheaper. I just was referred, you know? So there was just a lot of different miscommunications there. That's just one example of how Mercury's shadow already started lighting up my sun. Therefore, it lit me up, okay? Now, if you're born with Mercury retrograde, this could be a good time for you to initiate things that you're already working on, okay? It's not a bad time. Things you've already been in process, not just some brand new thing. Brand new things, no. Something you've already been working on, okay? All the RE, rest, rejuvenate, react. How are you reacting during Mercury retrograde right after the biggest eclipse of the year? You know, this is deep codes, whale codes, all right? One last thing I want to show you here, just so that you understand that this chart, get up there, this chart is seriously not as extreme or scary as some may be saying, okay? Because the moon, the first one here, don't look at this is the one that I'm looking at. The first one here, moon, sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, all of that. See these numbers at the end where it says score? +5, +4, +5, +5, +1, +3, +1. The planets are in a positive flow state with the other planets. Majority of them are. They're at a good speed. They're doing good momentum. They're in the houses that they like to be in. Most of these planets are on the up and up with positive scores. I've seen it where it's all negative, 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 negative on the score. And that's when there's just shit hitting the fan that's not for good. Like it's challenging. And this is more, we must end this, and we understand that it has to come to an ending. But we're in process of it, right? But we're doing it because we know that there's going to be a positive outcome after the fact. So that kind of I don't always show this part. It's actually not what I normally do. But I was like, I'll go ahead and show that to them because it matters. It makes a difference. Okay, but the big players here on this chart are Pluto going straight into that eclipse, straight into the moon, straight up on there to a black moon Lilith in the big T square, and then the south node in Scorpio speaking to Saturn in a trine, harmonious trine, and then a sextile on over to the north node. This is karmic, faded times, okay? So let's get rid of that. And then we're going to come up here because I really, really want to, first of all, thank Julie for her wonderful, she's such a great cosmologist. So I have the whale sounds because of the whale medicine music that's attached to this eclipse. Okay? So this is whales, whales, whales. Why are you seeing whales? Multi-dimensional reasons why. And then she goes into a lot of it. We're not going to read all of it, but the whales are returning to the shores up there. It looks like she's around Cape Cod, New York. What a beautiful space to be in, right? The northern Atlantic, they're coming that way. Well, then also there's a Cetus gateway, the whale constellation Cetus. The sun is passing along backside of Cetus. So like if you look at this, so there is the Cetus constellation, and it goes along the back, okay? See that? Isn't that cool? And it's going to pass our throat. That's how we're going to see this getting a huge player in this coming up eclipse. And I thought, how cool is that? So we're bringing awareness to the whale song in multidimensionality and how we're getting our messages. And are the whales sending to our brothers and sisters on, other galactic dimensional planes? Are they speaking through the whales? And how can we identify and improve our lives spiritually, Saturn in Pisces, with the whales? This is a well-encoded solar eclipse, she says, in the Cetus gateway. Okay, the position of the sun and moon when they meet in the sky, and the moon eclipse the sun right near the throat, MC77. The whale or sea dragon constellation contains a barred spiral galaxy. The galaxy M77 is a strong radio source. It broadcasts massive codes from its supermassive black hole. The active galactic nucleus, AGN, positioned like it is in the throat of Cetus, codes like whale song. It's an amazing time to sing your creations. Isn't that cool? I love it. I'm so excited. And then she has all kinds of links here. She has wonderful Andaras. I have about 6 or 7 of her Andara crystals. And she's just an amazing person. So go check out her website and connect in with the whale medicine. So we've got the fire of the Aries new moon, second new moon, solar eclipse, okay, with whale medicine. Throat chakra, clearing the song of high dimensionality, light-coded music. I can't be more happy with this. I just thought it was so amazing. And then also I wanted to show Renee. So Renee's one of my beautiful moderators from Washington, D.C. And there it is. Come on. And he gave me this wonderful book for Christmas, I think it was. I won it in like the Chinese Christmas at the chapel. And it says, Cetus is among one of the earliest constellations identified and the 4th largest, but its brightest star is only 2nd in magnitude. Ancient Mesopotamian civilizations identified these stars as Tiamat, the cosmic dragon slain by the hero Marduk. In the classic mythology, Cetus is the sea monster that threatened Andromeda. Okay, and it's very Andromedan, and my planet is through the Andromedas on the other side. And so it really just, the whale medicine just brought me home. And I just couldn't, I was so thankful for her beautiful post. She's on Facebook too, but her link is here, and go and check out more because she has all kinds of wonderful stuff. I just love her. So thank you, Julie. And then to give us a clearing. Oh, that's right. In the background, I'll have to show y'all in a minute. I forgot. I got some pretty cool. I got a cool new wild card setup for spring back there. Yes, I've been working on just doing things around here, getting things changed, feeling like there's a new vibe. You know, it's so important to not always have everything the same all the time, especially if you're a fixed sign. Because when you have a lot of fixed energy, you have challenges with change. Like, you don't want to change. You don't want things to change. You like to keep it how it is. And I think we're just going to do away with this stand, because I need one of those weird tools that's like that, and I can't find one. So I am a female and I am a widow, so I have to just deal with how I can do stuff. I went right to it. Renee says he found the clearing out books in his closet. I love it, because anytime I have a question on constellations, I have a handy dandy book. And I'm old school. I like a real book in my hands. You know, I'll go look stuff up online, but sometimes it just, to me, it feels more Saturn in Pisces, bringing structure to spirituality, pulling spirit into form, into matter, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get out. Why am I in this part? Okay, hold on. I thought I was at the... Oh, I know what I need to do. Yeah. Let me see here. I need out of this. That's not what I need. And we're going to go over here. Everybody doing okay? Hey, Kat. I see you there. And Trina. Yeah, okay, so I've got to hit Lynn. Everybody welcome Lynn to the group tonight. Hopefully she'll come back and visit with us. She's someone that I connected with in Astrology. By the way, Astrology Network, you want to get in on Astrology Network. They're building an amazing platform, and I put all their information and their link right here in the description so that you can come over and be part of that wonderful spiritual platform. Higher dimensional, higher cosmic. It's like YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn all in one. So y'all want to go check that out. And there's many. Oh yes, congratulations, big congratulations going out to our local Kundalini master who just got like a big, huge accomplishment made, and he is Aries. Yes, yes, yes. On the most extreme eclipse in 5 years. Yes. So proud of you. Yes. Okay. Hi, Lady Diana. Let's see what she says. Someone tried to wire $8K out of my accounts last month. First time I've ever been hit directly, but I caught it in time. Yeah, you gotta watch it right now. You gotta be real careful. Make sure you are backed up. Make sure that you're really. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like when Landon got, it was hours and hours and hours of work on all the devices and everything. It was just like out of the blue, whoa, you know, and we finally got it. I mean, he lost his whole Facebook. He had to delete everything. But it came through and got a hold of his like Hotmail, which is his Microsoft account attached to his Xbox and every other everything. And, you know, you can sit there and you can see this guy doing stuff on his phone, which then his phone was attached to his computer, and his computer was attached to all of these Wi-Fi places. So it was a mess. It's like shit. It was crazy. Okay, what are we doing? Sun sign. Where are my sun signs? They're going to be in my photos because I just saved it there to make it easy. Yes, there they are. Okay. I don't know if it'll be better to do it this way. Let me see. I think so. Can you all see that good? Okay. No? Gotta do it this way. Okay. Oh, Chingai. Sorry. Alright, there we go. One last thing, because I forgot to write. So, understand this. The 29-degree being anoretic means that it's the destruction, the withering away, the deterioration of that thing. And the 29-degree is where this eclipse is, 29 of Aries, okay? So like in astrology, each sign has decans. There's a first decan, a second decan, and a third decan. And it's cut up like little pieces of pie, okay? And so in the first one, it's all about beginnings and creation. And then the second decan is all about maintenance, holding it down. You know, we're almost there. And then you get to the deterioration and the destruction and the metamorphosis of the thing by the time you get to the end of the sign. So it's important to understand as we go forth, and I tell you which house is what's happening with this as well. Also, something else to understand is that there's a lot of family drama coming up with this because Mars being debilitated in Cancer. And this is like a seed of something starting, but because something ended. So it's like beginning of the ending of something, but it's also a beginning, but it's an ending. It's kind of both, okay? This is also very important because this is the first ignition of the Aries and Libra axis, where the north and the south collective nodes of fate and karma will switch in July, okay? So we've had them in Taurus and Scorpio for almost 18 months. They're moving along in July into Aries and Libra, which that is what justifies and explains where the eclipses are going to be. So like we have this one, and this is the first one in Libra and Aries, okay? Then at the end of the year, we'll have one last hurrah, goodbye, of Scorpio and Taurus, but the nodes will have already shifted into Aries and Libra. And then from there on, they'll all be in Aries and Libra for 18 months, okay? It's an 18-month cycle. So we're coming up on a couple 2.5 years of really looking at how the ego, the self, the warrior of the self is moving forward and stepping up the future through the self, okay? Versus releasing bonds and relationships, learning how to make things more justified through the deterioration of relationship. Judicial structures around that being completely changed. It's going to be the identity of the self versus even the lovers, you can say that. Because it's Aries, North Node, future. Libra, South Node, past. Let go. Learn from. Cultivate towards with Aries. So keeping that all in mind, this is and then, the Mercury station, that's going to bring a lot of revelation and breakthroughs. It's a highly transformative time. Yeah, I don't know what that word is, but my husband used to say it. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I'm not Spanish. I'm Greek and Czech. Oh, that's hilarious. But I love the Spanish people. That's why I live in South Texas. I'm single, by the way. Any Hispanic males out there, but you got to be 5'10" or I ain't gonna talk to you. It's just the way it is. I know it sounds crappy, right? But that is how it has to be. Where is my pen? No, give me this. What are you doing? Okay, so are we in where I can mark up? No, okay, hold on. I'm not kidding you. I have had some loopy moments this week. Big time. I'm like, wow. Okay. Edit. Markup. Thank you. Okay, we are going to begin with Aries. Right here. See, here is Aries. Ooh, that's too big. Too thick. Hold on. We're going to make that smaller. Stop the bus. Okay. Aries, this is happening in your first house of self. All about you, your body, your soul, your heart, everything to do with you, okay? So here is the first house right here, and here is the moon with the sun in eclipse. Conjunct to Jupiter, Jupiter conjunct to Chiron, all right? But it's also speaking over here to this north node, okay? And it's looking directly across at the south node, always. And then this big O square to Pluto in your 11th house. So you have to change how you deal with your tribe, how you deal with people in community. You have to put some serious alien code spin on that shit, okay? You cannot continue to stay in your little science cave doing your thing. You have to do it with everybody else, okay? So, because I feel like truly, because we're also looking at the second house. This is all about how you make your money, because it's right on the cusp between Aries and Taurus, okay? So really think about, how can I cultivate, innovate, and revolutionize how I deal with tribe, community, public. This is no time to be introverted. It's time for the extrovert for you, Aries. Okay, thank you. And then we'll go over here to Taurus. I don't know why I won't go smaller, but that's it. All right, Taurus. Earth, grounded, fixed Taurus. Your world is rocking right now. This is also happening so close to you in your 12th house, okay? But it's almost in your first house. You see, it's right on the cusp there. But you got all this stuff happening in your 12th house of dreams, higher consciousness, escapism. Be very cautious with overindulgence right now. You know, you could look at a piece of cake and end up with 5 pounds, you know, easily. You have to really watch it. This is deep wounds that have been with you since past lifetimes. This is stuff that's attached to the DNA of your ancestry. And I would say that this would be the perfect time for you to really astral travel, like to learn to get up out of the body, to practice, you know, lay down on the bed and then like literally get into a meditative state, put on some like binaural beats or something that's the circadian rhythms is what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing. Put those on and then step out of your body and walk around your bed and then go walk around your living room and then come back and get in the body. If you've never done it, try it. Because the more you do these things, you're going to receive downloads. You're going to have code that's coming through. Because you have Jupiter there that's expanding upon all of this. But you better get set and ready. Because all of this right here, the moon and Jupiter not too long from now, even though Jupiter's going to be going retrograde, but he'll go retrograde while he's in your sign. All that stuff is coming right here. to your sign, okay? You've currently got Mercury about to go retrograde in conjunction with Uranus, okay? So you could get mind-blowing downloads with this eclipse. You could get stuff that literally changes everything about how you think and process. You could be someone to really assist the world because you're going to be in the deepest of transformations of all of us having this happening in your 12th house. Thank you, Taurus. And then now we'll move on to Gemini. Beautiful, mutable Gemini. So this is happening in your 11th house. Okay? 11th house is all about how you deal with the public, how you deal with your tribe, much like the Aries, okay? So this is all about community and unity for you, okay? This is not about staying at home for you either. I can feel like this is going to be a big theme for a lot of people. The time of being more introverted is really starting to fade away. We're going to be at this point where we're going to have to step outside of ourselves and really connect with people. This happening in your 11th house, okay, so here you are, and you have Venus currently in your 1st house. Everything that you're doing right now needs to be lighthearted beauty, lighthearted fun. Get out and pretend to be a teenager for a day, hang out with teenagers, do things like go ride some go-karts, go out and explore, but do it in a fun, lighthearted way. You'll receive code. You'll receive so much needed transformation. And they're showing me wells with you, Gemini. So if you've been around wells, or if you like wells, or if you go well watching, or maybe you draw wells or something like that, they're going to have some code for you as well. I saw that come straight through for you guys. It was like I saw your Gemini little lines of your glyph, and then the well just flew right through it. So that's so cool. So cool. Okay, yeah, there you go, Gemini. These are just short, guys, because I can't do like a full-on, but we'll hit each one of you. All right, so we've got Cancer here. This is happening in your 10th house, right here. Cancer. We really want you to understand that since Mars has entered your sign, your aggression has been over the top, and you've had more drive to get things done, but it's almost like you're getting really, like your claws are coming out and you're nitpicking at people. So try to watch that during this period, because really Mars is out of bounds. And when Mars is out of bounds, there's Mars right there in your sign, in your 1st house, and it's speaking directly over to this eclipse, it would make someone kind of bitchy. Just try to say it in the nicest way possible. So be careful with that, okay? But this happening in your 10th house, you can do career changes easily right now. You can step out of what you're doing and into something else with complete expansion and ease. You see, Jupiter being there with Chiron is saying, by doing so, you're going to heal a lot of deep wounds. This is about, I'm seeing the Himalayan mountains, really climbing up that mountain, really understanding that anything that you put yourself forward, and it's how you show up in the world, okay? So it's like, what are they going to remember about Cancer when they pass, when they cross and go on home, right? What are they going to talk about? What were you known for, okay? So this is all in your 10th house of career. This is everything opposite of what you are. So Cancer, please step out there. You got to get outside the house. You got to quit being bitchy to people. And when you do, you're going to receive all kinds of information. It's just going to come through like bam, all directed towards what you do. And if you're retired, I want you to try something completely different to be known for. What can I be known for? Okay? All right. Thanks, Cancer. All right. So let's keep moving here and get on over here to lovely Leo. Fire, fixed energy of Leo. Leo, this is happening in your 9th house right here. See there? Your 9th house is telling you it's time. Leo, it is time. for you to completely shift, possibly move out of state. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to do some deep, I don't know, maybe go do like some kind of ceremonies down in Guatemala, or go on a massive long retreat. This is a long plan for you. I see, you're packing lots of bags and you're going somewhere to really expand on the inner child. Okay, the inner child is what's coming out for you. Okay, and children. And I feel a sadness of having to overcome some loss through children. But you've got to go somewhere far away. And if that means I can only go across on the other side of Texas, which Texas is so massive where I live, or if that means that, you can only go on a retreat somewhere that's for like 5 days and maybe it's just a state away or a province away, then that, whatever is a big long trip for you, is kind of what I'm seeing. And then you're going to end up really answering to your ancestors. And please go look to your ancestors. If you don't know your ancestry, you want to look into it, because this is all tied. This is all tied to that. Yeah. Okay. And it's in a very harsh square over here to Pluto. And Pluto just entered your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and how you deal with partnership. Okay. How you expand on the partnership is very important for you right now. All right. Thank you, Leo. Thank you so much. And then let's move on to Virgo. So Virgo, this is happening right there in your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of Scorpio. It's deep, psychic, but it's also other people's money. So you may be receiving some money. And this right here, my friend, okay, so they said that there's some money coming, but it's going to be after someone passes. So if someone's about to be crossing, I'm sending you my sincerest love and heart healing. But if somebody passes, there's going to be a pretty big payout that's going to be coming your way. So be looking for that. But in the meantime, this is over here squaring to Pluto for you. And in that big T-square over to Black Moon Lilith, there is a zest of life that you have been missing. And once you get through this eclipse, and I'm talking from now to 6 weeks is what I'm seeing, you're going to feel like you've gotten past all of it, the loss, the release, the sadness, the grief, and then you're going to have something that's going to come in. It's going to drop in, like I'm seeing a stork dropping a baby in. Maybe it's a new grandchild or a child or something like that. That's just going to light you up. So just know, as you're going through these very deep, dark transformations, like you're probably going to go through the darkest of the dark transformations here, Virgo, but there's a beautiful thing on the other side waiting for you. There really is. And it's going to bring the joy of your heart. So stick with it. All right. Thank you, Virgo. And then now let's move over here to Libra. Lovely Libras, air cardinal Libras. Oh my gosh. You Libras, you're gonna rule this. Okay, so this is happening in your 7th house, which is the house that Libra rules. Okay, so you're very familiar with how to operate in this household. Okay, this is happening, of course, in a trine to Black Moon Lilith, square to Pluto. There's the big T-square. Aquarius has just entered the 5th house, okay? So this is all about possibly your father, your family, your children coming through. This is how you handle joy on the day-to-day basis. This is how you hold your heart center. But I'm also seeing here for you more of the deep, dark transformations, but it's going to have to be through the release of a partner. And that could be a business partner, and it may not feel as just. I'm being shown divorce papers or some kind of judicial papers, some kind of like something. Maybe it's the child support papers, maybe it's the annulment, maybe it's the whatever, and it's not going to feel fair. It's not going to feel right to you in the moment. But once you've had a moment to get past it, you're going to feel better about it. And then the payoff is going to come. But this is going to be a long-term situation that you're going to totally, like from the butterfly or from the caterpillar to the butterfly, totally transform your entire life. So I know it's hard I can hear you in the YouTube replay, and I heard you coming in on my night side. So I know it's hard for you to be without a partner, but it's time. They're saying it's time to suck it up, Libra, and just deal with what is. And I love you, and I'm not trying to be harsh, but that's really how it's coming through. Thank you, Libra. Stay balanced, sweetheart. Okay. All right, let's move on here. We got Scorpio. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. This is happening in your 6th house of health, wellness, and how are you showing up to service the collective or service even your community. All right, of course, it's over here in trine to your 11th house, which is how do I serve the collective in Black Moon Lilith, and Pluto in your 4th house of home, family, foundations, and history. Scorpio, this is all about how and where you're going to live. You may be moving, but it's in process. It's a slow process, okay? This is not something for you to just jump and boom, it's done, okay? But this also may be the end of family members, you know. When you raise your frequency to a level and you're so freaking awake to things, there's certain family members that are not going to be able to handle your frequency, Scorpio. You're extremely psychic and gifted and talented as far as, you know, the ethers go, okay? But with this eclipse, especially with it being over here talking to the collective tribe, it's not talking to you about family and partnerships like some of the others. It's talking to you about how are you serving the collective? How are you serving your tribe? And are you being an introvert or an extrovert? Because the introvert is dying. It's done. Scorpio, move the fuck on, okay? It's over. Okay, get over it, really. All right. I love you. Okay, there you go. All right, moving on. And now we are on to Sagittarius. I don't want that on there. Get off there. I want it. Oh, I don't like it when that thing's on there. How do I make it go away? Oh, well. You can still see it. Okay. Maybe I'll do it like this. I can't get that thing to go off, y'all, so you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry. All right, Sagittarius. This is happening in your 5th house of home. I'm sorry, not home. Of joy, of children, your father. This is in a square over to your 10th house. And, I'm sorry, a trine to your 10th house and a square to Pluto. And over here to Black Moon Lilith. This is bugging me. There, we'll do it like that. Okay. So what I'm getting for you, Sag, is that you need to expand more on just having a little more playfulness, a little more creativity, setting up the pace to really feel as though you're actually doing some kind of art, like you're bringing some kind of art into form, okay? You're birthing something very important that's going to ignite your heart. The 5th house is all about the heart. It's also your blood flow. I'm seeing the blood pumping through your body. So you might want to have your blood checked. Like, literally, go get your blood checked and check out and see what's going on with your body. Okay? What's going on within your heart space. Not just a loving heart space, but a literal, physical heart space. Okay? Because this is in the 10th house. Okay? The 10th house with Black Moon Lilith there, that is about your career, but it's also about bringing things into form. And I think that's why they're showing me the blood and the heart and to really look at the physical body. This is not a warning. Do not be afraid. But do it as a precaution because you just never know what might. I don't know why else they would be showing me blood other than the blood that's pumping through you is attached to a long lineage of extreme psychic intuitive. Sagittarius, you're very intuitive and you know it, but you don't trust it. Sometimes you feel it in your gut and you just speak it. You know, you don't have a problem a lot of times sharing it, but I feel like you don't believe it. Like you're speaking it, but you don't believe it when it comes to yourself. So you need to believe in yourself more because this is in the third house. Pluto is saying in the third house of Aquarius, that is all about how are you processing things to look more future forward, okay? And the third house is your communications. It's how you're talking to yourself. What are you saying to yourself? I feel like this is really more about yourself here. And then also about maybe family, you know, your father, your children, the courage and the strength that it takes for you to carry on is paramount. I mean, Sag, you're so good at literally being able to keep that smile on your face and carry on, even though you may be crumbling on the inside. When you speak those positive words to yourself and to others, you need to believe it. All right, thank you, Sagittarius. And then we're moving on to Capricorn, the goat, the beautiful. I hope you've gotten to that flying unicorn goat. Anyway, let's look here. We got this happening for you in the fourth house. Oh God, did it go? Okay, go away. Yay! Learning something new. There you go. So this is happening for you in the third house. I'm sorry, in the fourth house. Home, family, foundations. And it's in a square over to your second house and trine to your ninth house. Bam! This is going to completely work over how and where you deal with making your money. Okay? And it's going to tell you that when you're at home, if you're working from home, I see you getting a different, like you're making something, you're creating something from home that's literally going to up. Okay, so I'm like seeing stocks, crypto market thing. You know how they scroll across the TV? So I feel like truly, if you guys, Capricorn, will like, I know you probably already have many jobs or you probably have a lot of things that you do, but you need to add some kind of something. Wait though, because we've got that rainbow currency that's supposed to be coming out and we're supposed to be having a massive reset in 2 weeks. I have notes on that. But I feel like this is like you adding more additional stuff to do to make money at home will be the transformation that you need in order to get where you want to go. I don't know what the hell that is flying around in here. Be cautious though, because you may have to fight and travel, because this ninth house is all about long distance travel. You know, you may be having to fight to get to go where you want to go, but ultimately, with Pluto in your second house, death and rebirth is coming to how and where you make your money. Thank you, Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Capricorn. I knew I was on Capricorn, Sagittarius. Maybe you have a Sagittarius rising and I'm psychically connecting with you right now. Y'all remember, I'm an intuitive psychic. So I'm seeing visions and I'm seeing a lot of different things coming from the frequencies of you and people on the replay. Okay, so now we have Aquarius. Lovely aliens. I love you guys. This is going to happen in your third house. This is going to work really well with you, okay? I feel like you're going to really update how you're thinking, what you're saying, how you're communicating, and you know what? You're going to stop being such an introvert, aren't you? Because it's over here squaring Pluto, which is in your first house. But this is some baby steps. Pluto don't happen overnight. And then sometimes he does just come in and kick down the tower. But most of the time, that's Uranus over here. Black Moon Lilith, she's going to come in through your 8th house psychically. Aquarius, the messages that you will receive will be unlike any code or anything that you will even be in disbelief as to what comes through for you. You will not even believe what's about to be happening with you. It's like a windfall, but it takes you communicating to get there, and it takes you to be less introverted, more extroverted to get there. No more crying and whining in the head. You know, no more, oh, woe is me. The victim. You know, there's always a victim. What is it? A victim, a martyr, and a victimizer to all situations. Okay? You don't want to be any of those. Be the altar, not the sacrifice, Aquarius. Because that's some deep stuff that you're dealing with. All involved in how you have your mind chatter going on. Clear the mind. Align the body with the spirit. You know, all of the 4-body system. Work on it. Emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical body. But this is going to bring great expansion for you. I really do believe it will. But you have to release that talk that's going on inside your head. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. And then finally, we'll pop on over here to Pisces. Why not? Last but never least, always one of my favorite signs. Okay, so Pisces, this is happening in your 2nd house of how and where you make your coin. Okay? Big, huge collapse or windfall. But it might have been already a collapse and a windfall taking place. It's in trine to Black Moon Lilith and squared over here to Pluto in your 12th house of the unseen. Okay, so for you guys, I'm seeing you need to watch out for those unseen on watchers that may be causing a little bit of rifts or troubles that you're not aware of. And that's so hard. It's so hard to be like, you're like, okay, Chanda, how the hell am I going to look for the unseen? You have to go within. Okay? This is in your 2nd house. Okay? You have to use your senses. It's time to be sentimentally senseful, to embody the senses, really feeling and knowing, hearing, maybe even tasting what's coming, using them all. I keep seeing the Demon Slayer for Black Moon Lilith for y'all. So, okay, Pisces, if there's some demons, shadows, darkness, because it's coming through here from your past, definitely get in touch with me and I will send you some tools to get some things weeded out, okay? Because I feel like there's just something that keeps on coming up and coming up and coming up and coming up, and it's an entity attachment or it's an attachment to someone around you, or it might be to the property, or it might be something that you bought. You never know. But there's just something there that I feel a little off about. My stomach feels a little icky about. So if you would like, you can message me and then I can message you some information, okay? But all in all, this is expanding your pocketbook eventually, okay? It's going to take a minute. But with this eclipse, you be sure that you realize that whatever that is has to die. And that means you have to go through the certain measures in order to release it. During this eclipse, be sure that you are. Clear your space, girl. Smudge it. Palo Santo. All of the good things that we need to do. You know, always a good habit on the 1st of the month to wipe your front door inside and out with cinnamon oil. You know, I mix mine with a little bit of my homemade holy water and spray it down, wipe it down. You know, it will help get stuff out. But if you've got something attached to you or to someone around you or whatever, in your property, you definitely need to move that stuff out. If you don't know how, find out. You can text me, you can research your own, do what you want, however you want to do it. Thank you, Pisces. This is big transformational change, but it's a lot to do with your surroundings or someone around you, and that's what's affecting your money. Yep. That's how it is, because that's that money house right there. Woo! Okay, I got chills on that one. Okay, now we're done. Okay, so we're done with that. Done with that. Thank you to all the signs. I don't do this every time, but on these big eclipses and stuff like that, I just want to give y'all a little extra. So, okay, let's do the cards. Let's make sure I haven't missed anything on the week ahead. Actually, I'm going to look at both of these. Yes, whatever it is you're craving, give it to yourself. If it's got shit in it, like if it's pizza or whatever, you know, just infuse it with love. Bless your food. Take your hand that is powerful, put it over your cosmic higher heart, breathe a minute, and then bless your food, especially if you pick it up from somebody. But you can give yourself whatever you want. Do whatever. My rule is on eclipses, do whatever the hell that you need to do to get through it so that you get to the other side. Whatever you need to do to raise the code, to raise the frequency is what must be done, you know? And it's challenging, I get it. I've been there on lots of it. Kat's Unity said she's been having lots of connection, lots of guides. Just remember, there is no veil, okay? You are the veil. The ascension is you, me, it's us, okay? And so if you're wanting to connect in, you have to work on you to get there, right? Some of us, it just comes straight through. Some of us, we got to work at it. Everybody's different. Everybody is a beautiful, unique soul and the spark of God, right? So Creator didn't say, oh, I want to go and, you know, experience life, but I just want to do it this way, you know? So think about that as you move forward. Thank you, Kat. No, Aaron, he said, did we miss water signs? Nope. I just did all of the astrology, and I'm looking at the week to make sure to tell you guys if I missed anything. Lots of endings are going to be super inflated with friends, family, tribe, and community. This is in process. Endings in order to bring beginnings. Yes. Cardinal and fixed signs, you guys will be most affected. With Mercury on the world point, expect big world news happening around Thursday, Friday, even shakeups for the earth, volcanic, you know, earthquakes, unusual weather, stuff like that. So the RV is the revalue currency because, you know, the word is the petrodollar is dead because the FDC is out of money in 2 weeks or less is what I'm hearing, okay? Now, I'm not feeling like, I wouldn't say it if I didn't feel like there was something very much in alignment intuitively as well as in the astrology. The USN rainbow currency backed by gold could be something, and it could, you know, be run by Starlink. You know, we're in a definite transition, and I've been saying this for 3 years. You know, when the North Node is in Taurus, our money structures will shift. Something will change for sure. Be ready for that. Okay. Friday the 21st is going to be very unpredictable. You want to watch. That's going to be your day to kind of be careful with travel plans. You know, watch out for drama. Watch out for even Thursday as well. But there is a mass embodied, intuitive, aggressive, self-trust action happening. You know, like this eclipse is a massive upgrade. You know, there's a sense of urgency, you know, and it's going to kind of slow down when it enters into Taurus, but it's still going to be present because it's our second Aries new moon. So it's going to be both. By Saturday, it's more of a light-hearted energy when the Venus or the sun, the moon will enter into Gemini, and then Sunday, the Venus will be exact with the moon. I would say your best days are going to be Saturday afternoon into evening, all the way up through Sunday. I put sweet words, pleasure speak, mental stimulation. It's time to take action. Stormy, moody Monday coming next week on the 24th. Lots of distractions happening early on in the day, but by mid to afternoon, depending upon your time zone, the sun is going to conjunct with the North Node. So this is a big future forward. So it could start out a little rocky, a little irritated, but then turn into something huge. Because when the sun comes together with the North Karmic Node of fate, something very fated is happening. And this will start, to be felt Saturday, Sunday. So that's what I'm saying. On Saturday evening, Sunday, be sure you're setting yourself up for a high frequency of joy. Set yourself up for a high frequency of love. Set yourself up to be in that pure love state. Whatever it is you're doing, be a teenager. Go have fun. Enjoy yourself. Because come Monday morning, maybe a little frustrating, a little bit wonky. Not hardcore, but there's that faded energy happening. So setting yourself up and already being in that vibe and being ready for unpredictability from now through the entire next month. I mean, it's just the way it is. This is a faded, unpredictable, edgy, but exciting, loving, higher consciousness, huge ascensional awakening type energy, okay? And then I'll be here next Tuesday. I put big future forward day, especially around our resources. So, yeah, maybe that's when they're going to announce that we're going all rainbow currency or whatever. I don't know. There's so many things running around, but that one felt more in alignment than anything else I've heard. Awesome. Thanks, Cheryl. If you are on Facebook, please remember to come over to the YouTube channel and like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. All of the links that you need are below in the description. And don't forget that we do giveaways. So you have to come over and comment on the YouTube in order to get your name in the giveaway on the replay video, all right? I don't know if somebody could check and see how many we got. I can't remember how far. I know it went up quite a bit, but I know we're getting close, and then we'll do the giveaway. Let's see here. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody because that was a lot of information, and I didn't want to miss anybody. I see all you guys chatting in there. Cool. Okay. Hey, Tammy. There's Tammy. Hi there, sweetheart. How are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, it's my Aries garb. One of my favorite colors is purple, but I love red the best. Awesome. Okay. Lots of core wounds being illuminated. Lots of things from our core. Be certain that you're energetically aligning your core. Spiritual hygiene in the morning, spiritual hygiene at night, minimal. Sometimes during the day when things get overwhelming, I just get in my pyramid. I've got a 4-sided Russian pyramid, and I just get in there for a few minutes, and I just do some breathing, and I just say, slow down. You got this. You're doing good works. You're servicing as best as you can. You know, just talk loving, kind words to yourself. And then just feel yourself at ease and at grace. And feel the love that is God, because that is you. Okay? And then move on to your next thing, you know. In the morning, you know, however you get there, you may be an artist and you want to get up and straight away paint in the morning. Or maybe, you know, you love to write and you need to write. You know, maybe you've been writing on the computer a lot. Maybe you need to go back old school writing in a journal, or vice versa. This is about really healing those core wounds through doing something different than what we normally do. Remember, while Saturn is in Pisces and the North Node is still in Taurus, this is about embodying spirit, bringing consciousness to the collective, okay? And feeling in a joyful manner while doing so, you know, even through the hard shit, you know, because trust me, I've been through it and I'm going through it, but it's a lot easier when you stop and give yourself, I don't care if you only have 2 minutes, then that's 2 minutes more of you putting the peace in your mind and in your heart and aligning yourself with the planet, letting Mother Gaia, letting Bliss Gaia hold you and truly feel as though you're in her womb, knowing that you're constantly connected, feeling as though the mama whales are calling and singing their song to you during this time. You know, sing light-coded music. Get good light-coded music and sing it. This will help you with the extremes that we're experiencing and will continue to experience during the eclipse season, because 2 weeks from now we'll have a lunar eclipse in Taurus, and we'll be talking about that for sure. Okay. Yes, Lynn, you are correct. It is very exciting times. Very exciting times. Bringing that consciousness to the collective and really feeling like, hey, we're getting somewhere here, you know? We've had 3 years of being, well, really 4 years for sure, of really being beat down and pushed back. And this is the time of the revolution. I mean, look what's happening in France. If you haven't seen, they're standing up and fighting for their rights over there. You know, this is not the time of a top-down structure. It's just not. Now, will they give up easily? No. Ultimately, we've already won and done. Yeah. I feel that strong. Got chills on that one. Woo! Okay, here we go. All right, let's do the cards. Let's do the cards. Let's see what we got here for cards. Don't forget, I'm doing the giveaway. And this is the card deck that we're giving away along with an Andorra, which I will announce that next week because it's charging in the sun. And I've got some jewelry, and then I have a sponsor. I have a couple of sponsors, but I haven't been given exactly which one to go with yet. I'm still waiting to see, because I want them to give me the information as to how to give these away, because then that way it's a very intentional giveaway, and the frequency code is set for the winner that is meant to fully be most benefited by the giveaway package. All right, there's a lot of thought that goes into this, a lot of higher consciousness processing, I guess you could call it. So, and today we are giving we're not giving away. Sorry, we're not giving away. This is my dragon. It is a time of the dragon, but the dragons came out and they said, no, we got to throw in the wild card. We got to throw in wild cards here. So we're playing with a brand new deck. This is the Lyran Oracle. Just came in not too long ago, and for some reason when I got it, it was dented. But I thought to myself, it's okay. We can all have a little bit of brokenness inside us, but still be vibrant Lyrans, right? And then we'll also play with the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. This always reminds me of Aries energy. It's just who I was called to today. And the Light Seers Tarot and Moonology, okay? So we will play for all of the elements: earth, fire, air, and water. And that's your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. That's how I meditate to connect in with you here on the live or on the replay. So you need to know what your sun, moon, and rising are. Go to astrograph.com. The link is below if you don't know your astrology. I feel like that needs to come down a little bit. Just like that. And we're going to zoom it in. Not me. Wrong camera. Go. That should do it. That should do it. I apologize. Last week I didn't realize that I had the cards, like just a little bit of the top of the cards wasn't showing. I was just so in the channel I wasn't paying attention that the camera had moved on me. Is what it is though, right? Get a little coconut water here. And thank you, Erin. Erin says we are starting with Earth tonight, with Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo to start off the tarot portion of our show. We'll do the Earth elements, and then after that we'll be wrapping. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I do love my coconut water. Okay. It's gotta go. I can't handle those forever. Okay. Freedom. Freedom. There we go. Okay, very good. All right. So I'll tell you something else, Earth signs. Because this North Node has been in your, it's been in Taurus. It's been a huge collective shift for you because it's been at some point in time trine to your sun, moon, or rising. Okay? And that's going to shift come July, and you're not going to have that momentum of that future forward flowing effortlessly to you once the nodes shift to Aries and Libra. See, we're shifting from earth and water into a more masculine air and fire. Okay, right now we're in feminine. It's softer. It's more doable. It's not as strong aggressively, and it's not as sometimes harsh, But when we shift, you Earth signs are going to really need to step it up from now until July. Okay. This just came to my head because I was talking to my son about this, and he's a Taurus sun, and I was like, dude, you have the momentum of the gods right now if you will take the initiative to use it. So definitely for your Earth signs, use it. Okay. Getting tingled on my face already. So let's go. crown is tingling. Here we go. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. I'm holding them upside down, yes. All right. Six of Cups. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Back it up just a tiny bit. There we go. This is all about looking to your past, looking to your inner child, looking to what's happened. Cups are all about your emotions, how you deal and process emotions. I feel like that this has to do with something from your childhood, for sure. Lots of connections to family, maybe a connection to a pet. There's a pet there as well, as you can see. But I feel like this is just like more like you're looking back to the past and you're feeling a little melancholy about things. And because you know that from this point on, things have to change. Six of Wands, 2 sixes in a row there. You are challenged to receive the beautiful gifts that are being offered. This is a championing card. She's just stood up in front of everybody and she sang her marvelous song, and everybody, the spotlight is on her. She's getting all kinds of accolades. This is your challenge position. You're looking too far to the past, Earth signs. And you're not seeing that what you have done already is so accomplished, you know? You're in process, yes. Okay, there's two. All right, we're going to take the first one we saw. But then the Ten of Swords comes in, followed by the Nine of Swords. Serious loss here. Serious anxiety from others coming in over the loss. You know, people may be just coming at you, Earth signs, about stuff, but this is dead and over. This is done. The Ten of Swords is having to step away from the darkness. I'm seeing put the hand up to the darkness and stepping into the light. But this is mental, okay? Mental. But your challenge is to feel the passion of your accomplishments thus far. Not looking to the past, not listening to the outside chatter coming in saying, hey, you know, Earth sign, we need you to do this. We need you to do that. You know, it's giving you so much anxiety because you're not stepping into your stardom. You're not stepping in, you know, you've got to move it up a little. You got to step it up and get out of the past, for sure. Page of Cups. Don't believe everything that comes through for you, Earth signs, okay? Don't believe that all of a sudden this cup of love offer is going to be the end all, be all. You know, there is an offer, but it don't feel like it's the one for you. But I feel like you're being a little naive to the situation, looking to the past, wanting to recreate the past is not going to work. She is future forward. This is a future forward time, okay? What is dead and gone is gone. You cannot bring it back. You have to turn your back on it and go the other way. Earth signs. This anxiety, there is somebody on, and she is, and I feel like it's a female, she is just enough already. It's kind of like, it's enough already. You know, you can only be said this, and this, and this, and this in your face so many times, so many texts, so many emails, so many this, and then you just check out. You're done with it. And then you're looking for some kind of naive fulfillment when it should be the fulfillment of the self, Earth signs. When pigs fly. When pigs fly. have the Star card. This is complete wish fulfillment, okay? Complete wish fulfillment here. Knowing that no matter what you do or what anybody else does, that you can always continuously keep your faith in yourself. And walk away from the patterns of drama. Walk away from the loss, the grief. The shit that happened in the past no longer can help you now. You're almost to that beautiful achievement stage. You know, you've already received some accolades, but you're not really believing in yourself while you're getting them, because you have this other shit coming at you and you're looking to the past, feeling all sad, wishing it was like this. Oh, I wish it was like that. Maybe I'll believe this thing and maybe my heart will open, but no, it won't, because it has to be the believement in self, in the creator of that which you are. On the bottom, bam, you got the Ace of Wands. Look at this. So you have the most fiery, passionate, perfect, new beginning seed of hope, courage. This is potent energy. This is fate moving energy. This is completely shifting you in another direction type of energy. But if you don't pick up the rod that's on fire, ignited in her third eye there, you see? Why? Oh, and there's one upside down. Holy moly. That one was. That's crazy. Queen of Swords. This is an anxious bitch right here. I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling great energy from this person that keeps coming. And this is a sword. This is a sword. This is a sword. And there's some kind of anxiety-driven person that is really messing up your flow. And that's why you're not staying in your stardom. You're not staying in your highest, because you keep getting all this and you're allowing it to happen. You cannot be, okay, I gotta slow down because there's a lot coming. You cannot be in total allowance of your highest frequency, interdimensional selves, if you are allowing other people's chatter, other people's bullshit to come in and mess with your energy flow. Your energy's number one, Earth signs. Set it at pace. And then kind of look back when they start this stuff and do something completely opposite than what you normally would do. You know? You've already probably said, no, I can't do this, or I really don't want to hear this, or I'm doing my best, give me a break. You've probably gone that route already. Try something different. Try saying, okay. And then just smile. And even if they keep coming, okay. You're giving them the smile frequency of your heart. Also work on their energy in the morning. Whenever you're setting the tone for yourself, you set the tone for them in love. It doesn't matter how much they annoy you or what, it doesn't matter. That's all monkey mind bullshit. We're talking about heart-centered, high consciousness energy love that you're going to send and envelop over them. And then day after day after day, when you actually do take the initiative, you actually do pick up the Ace of Wands and say, I've got this seed of passion, creativity, what I'm going to do, what I'm moving forward with, because that other stuff is dead, it's gone. They'll see it and they'll stop, because you're holding yourself in the highest of faith. And you're being innovative. Through future forward. This is future forward fated for you, Earth signs. Let's pull from the Moonology deck and get you some further clarification. Further clarification, please, for the Earth signs. Ooh, chicha, wara kina mu na ishina kina hai. Ooh. Okay, what's that? Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Ooh. Well, they gave you 3. You got the new moon in Cancer, which means relax. Let your fears dissolve. The full moon in Cancer. And last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. New moon in Cancer. Relax. Trust. Don't let those people make you all uptight. Full moon in Cancer. If there is a fear frequency there, and it is because I'm feeling over here, if there is a fear frequency there for you, earth signs, process it. Be with it. Let it out. Scream it out if need be. Go out in nature and scream. Release all of that energy. Do not hold it in. And then see them dissolve in the sea or the river or hell, I don't care. Take a bucket, put some water in it and see them dissolve. Write down your fears. Put them in a bucket and let them dissolve. Really good practice. Works almost every single time I've ever done it. To dissolve my fears. Yeah. And be proud of yourself. That's what this is about right here. 6 of Wands. You've done it. You've come this far. You have a lot to be proud of as far as you've came. You've survived that shit. And that was some major shit. Have faith. You got this. And finally, we will draw a Lyran card for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This will be the last card of the night. Taurus, Capricorn, thank you. I've got Lyran energy coming through. Ooh, that was high pitched. Okay. Come on. Okay. They want me to take from these. So this is what I do when that happens. Oh, hell. Don't want to take your star card and your Ace of Wands right there. Okay, they want both. You have infinite paths. Infinite paths. That is with the Stargate initiation, portals, power spot, get outdoors. Bam, look at that. You are so powerful. Get off me. Get up there. Look at this. Doesn't that remind you of your highest self? And all you have to do is stand up and take the gateway, you know? Take the gateway. You're on an infinite path. Time travel is real. Quantum freedom to choose options. Okay, so we're going to go with this first one, number 12, and I'm going to read a little bit of it. Oh my gosh, it opened right up to 11, so that was... Whew. That over there. Okay, Earth signs. We want to invite you into the world of quanta, to stretch your awareness beyond the limitations of the 3D mind. Resting here in this quantum field lives the multiverse, a field of infinite doorways, alternate universes, and realities where fragments of your total self can be found in multiple places at once. The more you expand into this quantum field, the more your life takes on a richer context, being able to plug into multiple aspects and options for what is possible. Like us, learning from humans, you learning from us, the Lyrans, so too in this quantum awareness, can you get communication from your past or future self. This ability to communicate with yourself at different timestamps can provide you with the precious information to guide your present reality. See the future aspect as part of yourself and receive guidance with clarity. This also may be representative on having more options than you think. Should explore multiple options beyond what is presented. Expand your mind and know that the situation is only as limited as you are. Become infinite and know infinite paths are always available. This is options, opportunity in disguise. Time travel, quantum science, empowerment, freedom to choose. It's a win-win. Very much what I was saying about taking advantage. Okay? Take advantage. Yes, Renee. Very powerful. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very powerful. So, there you go. Thank you, Earth signs. As you move forward, know you are quantum. Be proud. Don't let nobody mess with your flow. Stay. Your energy is number one. Always. And be proud. Now, don't look so far into the past. It's not where you're going. Right? Don't be naive to the situations. And those that are causing you anxiety, just smile and say, okay. And keep on doing what you do. Be you, boo. Thank you, Earth signs. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. You are loved by the whales. Woo! Cards are going everywhere. Excuse me. I know it was probably something that, was real close to your heart and it was hurtful. And at that time you thought it was everything. But don't allow that past memory or feeling more so to get in the way of your now moments, because now is all we got, right? It's so cliche to say, but it's so true. And when you step into that now, you feel like it. Like, now is all I got. But we're all running around trying to make things happen instead of just letting it happen. Letting life do you. Your path has already been laid. You just gotta walk it, right? Yeah, I'm digging these new Lyran cards. Wonder, presence, well-being, gift of life. Wonderment. That's something that the 12th Collective gave to us. I don't even know how long ago. Wonderment. Where is your wonderment? Be in wonderment. Be in awe to the excitement of your life, Earth signs. All right, remember guys, if you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. We are in the Aries Eclipse season. Hey, Sherry, my sweetheart, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in and joining us tonight. Thank you to everybody on the YouTube replay. Please check all the links below. There's some pretty amazing stuff in the links below that have to do with this eclipse energy, okay? Oh no, I'm so sorry. You're welcome. You're very welcome. That's how it happens. That's why you gotta have, I guess, two going. That's how I do it sometimes. You're welcome. Awesome. All right. Thank you. And remember, if you're on Facebook, you have to if you're on Facebook on my personal page, or if you're in a group, you have to be able to connect in, or I can't see, I won't be able to see your link. That's the link anyway. It's not for Sparkles. Sparkles Astrological Soul Codes is fine. It's the groups and it's Chanda Sparkles that they have to connect in for me to see. So if I'm not seeing your comments, I'm sorry. But come to the YouTube and I'll see them. Or on my Facebook biz page, Sparkles Astrological Soul Codes. All right. Okay, let's go. I got this all jacked up here. Hold on. There we go. See, I had to change everything because that man had to come in here, and so I had to move everything and move it all, and everything's a little wonky today. But that's all right. All right, so what are we on? Let me look up here. We did Earth, and now we're doing Fire. All right, we can do that. So now it's on to Earth. I'm sorry, to fire signs. Let's make that a little smaller. And bam. Thank you, fire signs, for showing up with your passion and your aggression. We gotta have fire. This is the biggest, look, this is the biggest fire, the strongest, most extreme fire that we're going to feel all year. Right now, fire signs. That's it. You're not gonna feel it this strong come Leo season or Sagittarius season. You won't feel it this strong till next year. It's time to do it. Aries. Happy solar return to the Aries. You only got just a couple more days and then we'll be stepping into Taurus. Enjoy the fire of this second new moon, initiating twice. Think back to what you were doing 4 weeks ago. You started something then. Now it's coming to accumulation. And you're going to have to restart. These are big endings in order to begin again. You may not have to restart the same thing, but you did initiate something about 4 weeks ago. What was it? Now look and see where you're at now and what needs to end in order for either A, it to continue, or B, for you to carry on and move on. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, these are the fire signs. Are passionate, sacred flames. And there's Christine. She's fire in the house. Awesome. Here we go. Ooh, these are talking. Okay, which one do you want? That one. 9 of Cups. Well, that's a nice big wish fulfillment to kick off the fire signs. I like it. I like it a lot. This is standing in your just, I feel like a mushy happiness, you know? Like just really enjoying the creature comforts of life. Highly intuitive, feeling like you can make anything. You know, you can serve and cook for family and friends, and you can just feel the enjoyments of life. It's also a little bit of overindulgence that needs to be paid attention to here. The Nine of Coins. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey. Oh, that's right. It's because I zoomed it in. I have to pay attention to that. You know, if I start messing up, moderators, put it in the comments real big. Because I get going on the flow and I miss stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, the Nine of Coins. This is the slowest knight in the deck. They are just coming out for you tonight. Interesting that we have another 10 in this position. We had the 10 of Swords last, and now it's the 10 of Wands. And then the Page of Cups again. That's the second time that that card has come out tonight. You know, this is not just about, okay, so there's 4 knights and 78 cards. This card is the slowest. This is slow moving, simple, methodical, but determined to get to the end. This is challenging you, okay? This is your challenge position. This right here is the end of all the harsh, difficult challenges, the dramas. Look at this guy. Like, he's carrying that stuff on his back, and he's crawling through the earth, covered in mud, going through barbed wire to try to get to his location, to his greatest ending. Okay? His greatest ending is coming in order for it to begin, you see. The greatest ending comes and there's nothing more you can do. You just sit there and go, okay. 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 This is where we are. I'm not going to be rushed. I got this far. Somebody from outside of you is feeding you a line of shit. I do not feel good about this energy. I feel like there's somebody outside of you that's making something look so fluffy, perfect, wonderful. Oh, yes, come on over here, fire signs. Come on, let's do this together. It'll be wonderful. We'll make lemonade. It'll be perfect. I know you've been through some hard times. I know this has been challenging for you. Here, let me make it all better. Smoke and mirrors, I feel. I don't feel good about this page here. I just don't. The Cup of Love, it may have been given with the intent of goodness, but it will not pan out. It will not have legs. No. Queen of Cups is here. Highly intuitive, emotional. I feel like she's going to be holding it down. But honestly, and it could be a he. Don't get caught up on gender here. This is just an energy. Honestly, I feel like you wanted to push it back. The fire signs, they're wanting to push it back, push it back, push it back. You know? You got to stay on point. I don't feel really great about this Page of Cups. Like, there's somebody causing lots of problems here. And they're making it seem as though it's something perfect that you would want, but it's really not. You've got to be smart and use your heart mind. Yes, use your heart mind, okay? Because this Two of Wands is saying you're at a crossroads. Now you have to choose, fire signs, what's your choice going to be? Holy shit. On the bottom, you have the Three of Coins, okay? This is diligently working, but also collaborating with others, but staying on point. This is slow card right here. This is slow card. This is just at the beginning at a crossroads, but you're going to have to watch out for treachery. I'm kind of feeling like fuckery stuff coming from somebody outside of you that is just like, you're almost there. You've done a lot. You've accomplished a lot. You feel good about yourself. But there's some kind of got bullshit happening up in here, and I cannot put my finger on what it is, but there's just something that's off about someone outside of you offering you something that's supposed to look great, but isn't gonna be. So this is a warning, because I see red flags, and you have a new path. If it has to do with a property or some kind of like some place that you're moving to or you have moved to, or if it has to do with somebody handing you a key for something, it could be a key for a storage, it could be a key for a barn, it could be a key for a new apartment or condo or whatever. There is something not on the up and up with it. There is a path that you have to take that's going to be a little bit more challenging than the path that they are offering, because what they're offering is going to look really great, but really you need to go the other way. Because then the real work begins. Why? Because there is the soulmate union. There's a soulmate union there waiting for you. A card of love. Complete and utter companionship. And you have to work and collaborate to get there. Okay, fire signs for your beautiful. Oh, I know you want it so bad. I can feel it. Let's get you a moon card. Well, full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of your life. You could be a Gemini, rising or moon. Or this could all come to fruition, which I do feel like, because Gemini is a lot about the lovers. I feel like this may happen by Gemini season, and we're not far off. Just a couple months. Not even a couple months, a month. Month away from Gemini. We gotta get through Taurus, then we go to Gemini. One more. Right there? No? I just heard somebody go, is he hairy? I thought they were talking to me like about my hair or something. But I think they said, is he hairy? So if there's a hairy person offering you anything, go the other way. Yes, okay, thank you. Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So here you go. There's 2 Gemini cards for you. If they happen to be Gemini, yeah. First quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. Yeah. It's about stepping into how you can be kind to the self. How you're taking care of yourself, and not so much letting all of the wands stack upon your back to assist others, right? Okay? Yes. Yes, yes. And then let's get a Lyran card here. Woo! God! What? Y'all need to stop this. They're like poking at my head, and it's making little, because I have neuropathy, and it goes through the body, and it goes down to the leg, and then I feel like, and they already took one of my socks off. I'm sitting here with one sock on, one off. I always wear socks because of the neuropathy. I kind of feel like that's kind of the energy with you guys, though, fire signs. It's kind of like, whatever. But you got to realize you got good stuff coming. But you're going to have to make some choices and make the right ones. The reunion. Holy cow. Spontaneity, change of plans. Social connections. Yeah, that makes about a bunch of sense right there. All right. Number 26. The reunion. There is a dream spoken about the intergalactic council hubs of Sirius A of star seeds on Earth coming together in communion to shift and liberate your entire planet. The Starseed Collective of Earth is a powerful group of highly evolved souls whom have spent lifetimes in their cosmic realms in order to facilitate the current liberation mission. When starseeds on Earth do converging together that can create such powerful collective energy that it is not only activating the members that are present in their group, but sends out ripples of upgrades to the entire field, opening up the doors of cosmic remembrance for all your species. We have observed from our perspective that your collective has a sharp rise of interest in the concepts such as aliens, the universe, evolution, and starseeds literature. The next stage of this operation is for these soul groups to converge amongst each other and begin activating projects for their own construction of the new Earth. Soul groups coming together. This card of the reunion arrives when you are being prepared for your soul reunion. Starseeds, light workers. Another meaning for this card can indicate that it is time for you to reveal whom you are to your loved ones without hesitation. Due to the past cycle, persecution of spiritual beings, many starseeds are not sharing the truth of who they are in fear of being ridiculed or not being socially accepted. This card indicates that through opening your truth, whether accepted or not, you reach the individuals in your field from a soul level and are empowering further in your cosmic leadership. The soul additional meanings: dropping of the boundaries, trust, letting go of spontaneity, change of plans, social connections, starseed gatherings. Holy yes. So fire signs, it's really, really important. Look at the White Line Collective. It's an opportunity, the time of inspiration, the gateway. The Cetus gateway is open. The gates are open. Well song, communication. Call on your star brothers and sisters. Call on the soul family that you know is there. We have a beautiful group of people that have connected in my little group, and and then there's so many out there, you know, and it takes a lot of courage to be the off-planet beings in a flesh suit that we are, and talk about it publicly. Let me tell you something. Pluto moving into Aquarius now. You're going to see more and more and more of this rise. It's unstoppable. It's the reason we're here. Yeah. So get out there and be spontaneous and trust. Trust in your light, in your reunion. Something's coming in the Gemini season for you, I feel. Be cautious of love offers that may appear, or any kind of offer that may appear just amazing. Be skeptical. Did you see her? She's very skeptical. She's really using her intuition rather than just jumping at whatever, because there is a key to something that's being offered. You can take the crystalline core, or you can take the rainbow sacred flame. Both of them are going to lead you in the direction that you need to go. Be careful for we don't have to go back this way. The challenge is to be slow about it. Methodical, simple, and practical. We're going into Taurus season. Don't overindulge in alcohol during this time. Or food. Be careful. Eat your food. Don't eat at 10 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying, fire signs? I'm talking to myself, too. That means you, too. Yes. I had to do it the other night because we were getting back from chapel, and we had been going so hard all day. The collective consciousness, tap into the alive field. The field around you is alive. We hear messages. We hear people talking all of the time. We have to shut it down. Look, there's the Merkaba. I have a whole bunch of research I've been doing through my highest guidance, through the 12 Collective, and I have a lot of stuff I've been writing down, And I know I'm going to have to put it in some kind of format soon. So I know that I'm going to have to be the Merkaba vessel to this situation. But I'm also trying to balance the human. And it's really hard to balance the human. But the synchronicities are going to be there to show us along the way, I feel. You know, more and more and more synchronicities. We were leaving the Chapel of Spiritual Light. Looked up on the freaking lawyer sign that's like literally across the street. It says 1122. It's the name of the number on the street. 1122. They're everywhere. You have to pay attention. And embrace who the hell you are. If you're a starseed and you know that you're not from this planet originally, speak out. Because there's a lot of others that don't. They don't speak out. And then, you know, they kind of lose their way. You know, they go the other direction. And everyone matters. Even the ones that we call background fillers or soulless beings or even evildoers. We're here to just raise the frequency of the planet. And I think I mixed up some cards. I did. This goes over here. Okay. You know, and everybody's redeemable. Everyone. Because we're all creator. Thank you, fire signs. I love you dearly. Aaron says water. Thank you. That's very sweet. It's the problem is it's all over the place. It's on my mirrors. It's in books. Look, I mean, I'm such a freaking mess when I just, I've got boards over here that have stuff written on it. I know I drive my housekeepers crazy because I write on everything. Because when it comes through, as fast as I can, and then I see it visually, and then the next day I'll see it, and then something else will come when I walk from the next room, or maybe I'm going from, you know, being with a client, and then I'm coming back and I'm closing circle, clearing space, and the next thing you know, there's more coming through, and I'm like, I need to write that down so that I can, you know, remember. And I'm dyslexic, y'all. Like, I write like shit. I can't spell half the time. Stuff gets written backwards, and it's challenging. But I can do a challenge. It'll be all right. Oh, no. Are you drinking tequila, you bad boy? You're welcome very much. Sorry, I'm just checking in with this chat. You're very welcome, Deborah. So I want to know, okay. After dark comes in fall. Oh, but wait, are they not going to, it will still get darker earlier, even if they don't change the time. Are they still going to change the time? All right, Aaron. Oh, did y'all see? Let me show you this real quick. Hold on. So these, are they not amazing? They're big investments. I'll show you the little one because the big one's too heavy for me to pick up. Okay. Can you see it? This is handmade and painted in Zimbabwe by Angel in Florence Denzo from 2006. And it's a Penzo. darker. See? And this is the new set for spring, right? Knowing that we're all connected. No matter if we've got stripes or patterns, no matter what we look like, who we are, what planet we're from. And we got that great central sun shining down. And I just fell in love with these. And the big one is incredible. And they're really heavy. But they're also sustainable valuables. Okay, this is North Node in Taurus. What is it that you can invest in that you know is going to hold some value forever and just increase in value over time? That's why I collect art. You know, I know if I was to kick the bucket and I had no money in the bank, I would have all this stuff for my kids. If they wanted to sell, you know, my kids and my grandkids would have something. But that's not the plan because I'm a North Node in Capricorn, so I'm just going to get richer. Just how it is. And I'm not one of these light worker starseeds that believes in lack. I believe we came here to this planet to experience the greatest of the great that we can get, the greatest of everything. And I think having nice things and having beautiful things, if that makes you feel good, great. If having simple things and just having a farm and a beautiful garden because you want to play in the dirt every day, that is your thing. That's great. You want to know what your North Node is, though. And that is your soul's collective goal by the time you die. So you don't have to come back and do it again. So be mindful of that. I guess somebody needed to hear that. All right, water signs. Here we go. Thank you. I'm not going to do the spin. Oh, yes, I am. Okay, I'll do the spin. Hold on. Just for you, Aaron. Making me have to move this thing all the way up here. All right. Let's see. All right, here we go. So we have the Aries right here with the sun, Jupiter, the moon, and that's Chiron, the wounded healer. Okay, so then there's Taurus and Mercury and the North Node. Scorpio, Black Moon Lilith. I don't think Black Moon Lilith's in Virgo during this. I think it's over here in Leo, isn't it? Not sure. Cancer, Mars in Cancer, the ruler of this eclipse, over here talking to all of these planets, Saturn and Neptune, now in Pisces and Aquarius. We got Pluto over there. Virgo. Ooh, it fell on the Virgo. Maybe it is over there. There you go. There's the spin of the wheel. There you go, Aaron. You got the spin. All right, let's go. Get this back here. Okay. We're on the last one, or oh no, we have two more, right? Thank you. I love it. It was at that antique store in Rev Shar's booth. And Rev Shar, anytime I can support her, I'll support her. That woman has done amazing things for me. And is still helping me and my son. So, and damn, you know, they got their stamp and everything. So I know they're just going to appreciate. All right, here we go. Water signs. cook shiki makoto chiki makahai no roshina no mai. You know cook kira shina urbana kai. Una kira shuna me na kenai. Yana karo shiki na cook kitchen puro rabe ko shiki na puro shiki puro kamara kini na hai. Yana shunne no shiki ko kiki puro shiki ko no shiki mata out no dia. Haran shika makai rusha. Yan chukun shiki makai ina shona kara dina ku hinai una la che muke kushiniku and I had shika una mai ina ku shiliku ma kiki shika mai You are sovereign, you are steady, and you are needed. Water. Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You're kicking this off with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. A tangible seed has been planted for you, water signs. A tangible seed. It's just the beginning. Okay, I'm not taking that penny, but we'll stick with the wheel. That was just how they gave it. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The karmic wheel of fate. What is your destiny? And we just spun the wheel. And they just took my other sock. Shit. Okay, now we're getting high. Here we go. I can't even believe this. I need somebody to put my socks on. They're always pulling my socks off. All right, here we go. Both of them gone. And I'm not even kidding. And they're not even little socks. They're like up halfway, like above the ankle of socks. All right, here we go. Karmic Wheel of Fate is stepping in for you water signs with a tangible earth seed. This is earth energy, okay? Whatever comes through, however this wheel falls, it will stay steady and fixated. Seven of Cups, there's so many choices. So many choices, right? Like you don't even know which direction to go. But stuff is going to be coming in fast for you water signs, I feel. And this change of fate, oh my gosh, watch out. Okay. All right, night side going here. Hey now. Hey now. You're getting yourself all worked up and over anxious over all these choices. When really you need to keep let the universe have its choice. It's not your choice. Look at this. Major life event, major arcana. You got major and an ace, okay? Justice. Libra, balanced. Getting your just deserves. Someone's going to come in and it's going to be like, okay, we're going to fix this for you. We're going to make this balanced because we know it's stressing you water signs out. Okay, we're going to make it all balanced. Son of a bitch, you can't see the card. Thank you. Sorry, my bad. I totally forgot. See, this is why I don't like to do the wheel during the cards. Because that's what happens. Sorry. Shit. And where are you moderators correcting me? Why are you guys not correcting me that I didn't have that up there? Oh, damn. Okay, sorry. All right, let's get going here. Okay, here we go. Something's going to come in, someone from outside. This is an outside, this is coming in from outside of you. This is your challenge position. This is telling you, how are you processing in the now? Like, what is happening in the now, in the process of your mental or your heart? This all is because there is something that's going to grow from this that you can touch, feel, taste, smell. It's like something, it's not ethereal. It's not higher consciousness, whatever. This is something for real, okay, happening in your life, water signs, and it's fading. There's a lot of anxiety, sometimes just don't even know which way, because there's a lot of different choices and a lot of different ways that you can do this, water signs. But somebody's going to come in and make this balanced. I feel like there's going to be some kind of words, there's going to be some kind of offering, there's some, and maybe even like you received something of wealth, because this is like, there could be, oh no, I don't want to think that, but we'll see. Hold on. Yeah, shit. Okay, so I gotta go with what they're saying. So there's gonna be somebody who possibly passes, water signs, or leaves. There's gonna be a grievance here, water signs, but it's going to come in and give you the coin that you need to create what you want. But really, the overthinking with all these different, like, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. That's just too much. It must be balanced. It must be fair. It must be in a flow mentally. Because your heart is saying, I've got all these choices, but I know it's faded. And then you come in, and because there's some loss there, there's some kind of loss, some kind of lack, some kind of feeling left out. And I'm getting all kinds of messed with. Oh, this is my night side. This is my light side. So when the dark starts coming in, this is telling me that you may be in resistance to the balance. You may need to pause for a minute. What do they need? Right there. Ten of Wands. That came out again. That came out last reading too for the fire signs. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, and both my socks are knocked off, damn it. Look, that is the end of a long, challenging, difficult road. 10 is the end, okay? 10 right here, see, she's gone and she's walked, she's climbed the mountain, she's come down the mountain, she's almost to her house, she's had to carry all her shit, okay? Through the sadness, through the grief, through the loss. Something's going to come in that's not going to be easy, but it's faded. Trust it. On the bottom, 5 of Wands, another 5. 5s are always change. 5 is sudden change. But this right here, 5 of Wands, in comparison to the 5 of Pentacles, you can see here, where she's just lost. She feels such lack that sometimes she can't get out of it. There's so much lack that's swirling about her that she doesn't feel like she can get out of it. But the 5 of Wands comes in and says there's a healthy competition going on here. Okay, there's some kind of, you know, it's okay to feel like, okay, I've got to make this happen in order to make this happen. But realize you're at the long end for the beginning. It's just like the astrology. It blows my mind. This is a long ending. To have a new, fresh, just seed. Seed hadn't done shit. You can have a seed in your hand and it's not going to do anything. You got to put it in the ground, got to water it, fertilize it, make it grow, all that. You know, it's the same thing for your life. Why? Because you're freaking ascended. Because you have the highest consciousness and guidance on your side. You know this. So don't sit there going wishy-washy about, oh, I can do this, oh, I can do that. No. It's okay. Whoever this is, it may even push you Because maybe even it's something that you feel like, oh, they're pushing me into this loss. They're pushing me into this lack. They're there actually to balance you out, water signs. Even though they may not be in the package that you ego would prefer them to be in. Just saying. All right, and then let's go on over here to the Moonology cards. Moonology for the water signs. Full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. I think that came out once before already too. Fear. You cannot manifest through fear. Last quarter moon, Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Put your gratitude in your place of your fear. Anytime you're feeling like this little girl right here, dang it, and I hate being off on the board. I'm so sorry. There. Y'all tell me when I do that, because I get thrown. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Look at how bright that moon is. Let your fears dissolve. You know, that's one thing about Cancer the crab. They ain't got no fear once they're on their own turf, right? They can go and bury themselves in the sand or crawl across the water. They've got a hard, tough shell and a soft insides, right? And they go towards the light. When do you see them? You see them at night when the moon is full, right? Go towards the light. Know that you are ascended. The ascendant isn't going to happen by you going anywhere else until we start teleporting, which is already being done, and we can do that now if we would just bring up the frequency some more. On the bottom, new moon in Gemini. Think through it. This guy is putting all his emotions into every one of those cups, and in every one of those cups is a different emotional path that he could go on. All right, and it's confusing as fuck. I feel very annoyed with this card. Okay, this right here says think it through, and then there's that Gemini energy too. So maybe something's going to come about in a month in Gemini season. I wouldn't doubt it. Let's go ahead and get a Lyran card for you. The lovely Lyrans for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. The lovely Lyrans for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. That's the one that's speaking. Intensity. Perception shift to alchemize the situation. Huge shit. Thank you. That's one thing that the water signs really do deal a lot with is some of the serious intensities, because you feel everything so much, and it feels so much more intense when things come through. And this is everybody, because everybody's got water somewhere. Okay? But these cards are directed to thank you. These cards are directed towards you big three. So I'm just going to speak to this. I'm not going to tell you the client's name, but I know she wouldn't mind, but I'm not going to tell her name. So there is a little girl who's been hanging around since Monday. Well, no, wait. Sunday. I had her session on Sunday. And it's the little girl of a child that she lost. And she's been around, and she's a goofy little thing, and she's pokey, and she speaks very clearly to me, and she's like correcting me. And then, like, even with Landon, I was telling my son to do something, and she came in and said, he already knew that. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I told her, I said, you can hang around a little bit longer, but when your mom comes back, because she's going to be coming back, I said, you're going to go with her. And she's like, oh, I'm there too. Funny little thing. She keeps messing with my nose. Maybe that means the water signs are going to have some money come in. That's right. Think it through. Hey, Amanda. Okay. Intensity. That blows my mind, that card. We want to be clear with you in this transmission. As humanity may often put intergalactic species on pedestals through the various perceptions. But in addition to our high evolution, we, the white lions, share many grounded characteristics and go through life just like yourself. Yeah, they do. In our collectives, one trait that we tend to share is that we have a great amount of intensity in our body language through the passionate fire within. Rather than judge this inner fire, we have learned to, over the course of time, to see the fire as a great gift, which can be utilized to fuel all of our higher thought forms. Think it through. In similar context, the human can use all the elements of their unique personality makeup to fuel their own life mission. Once the limitations of self-judgment have ceased for what is right and wrong, everything can be seen as a doorway to the empowerment. The Lyran family is guiding you to connect with this inner fire and use it as fuel to carry you forward in your earth walk. These inner fires could be anger, resentment, hurt, feelings, neglect, betrayal, or the opposite polarity in high passion, sexuality, and determination. Whatever fire okay. Whatever fire aspect is arising in the moment, this card is guiding you to utilize this element and see it as an opportunity in disguise for everything. Everything is fuel to the awakening. Okay, alternately, the card can indicate the drop, any form or self-judgment, blah, 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 blah. The additional meanings are fitness, determination, finding a way, passion, inner fire ignition, channel energy, get active, shift perspectives, and non-judgment. It is challenging AF to stay in non-judgment to yourself and to others. And the intensity of your perception, you get so wrapped up in the identity, as we're all shifting our identity right now, again, because we've had 2 Aries new moons. It can be a lot. I feel like truly the intensity is there and we need to use it as fuel and really push through and do our best. I mean, that's just basic, I know, but that's how I feel. And find some laughter through the whole shit, you know. Just find some laughter through the intensity. And if you have a partner, have sex. There is so much beautiful energy work that can come through sexuality if it's with the right partner, or just have sex with yourself. Because you're the most beautiful creature on the planet. Right? I think I got that upside down, but I don't think it matters because we're on the last one. Ooh, that one's what to speak. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. Yeah. Water signs, if you've had a tiff or you've had a little thing with people, Just let it go. I mean, to continuously and continuously and continuously pound out the whole situation or talk shit. Let it go. Especially you Cancer and Pisces. Scorpio ain't got a problem letting shit go. We just cut that shit right off. Cancer and Pisces, y'all just hang on and on and on and continue on stuff. And it's no good for your energy field. Because really, you're breaking through to a new identity here. So why are you acting like the old self? I don't know what that was for, but receive abundance flowing, unification, and confidence. Confidence in the self, right? Confidence, that's right. Confidence in the self. We need confidence. We do. All right, we're kicking it up a notch. Let's see what we got here. And I need a drink. And I'm on the last sign, so y'all know what that means. Intermission. I need coconut water in my cup. I'm almost out. And I know this was a long one, and I knew it was going to be, so thanks for hanging out as long as you did. I do come back and I put the timestamps in the comments, and I pin them to the top, so if you're on the replay, I finally figured out all of that, so, but I don't normally do it till the next day, because by the time I get out of here, I'm pretty exhausted, because afterwards I have to do meditation and close circle and clear space, and it takes a little time. And then I'm ready to go to bed. And then I have to go fill all of my son's medical, all of his massive amounts of prescriptions and vitamins and stuff. I have to like do the weekly thing and then just give one day at a time. And then I have to do that every Tuesday night. Somehow it fell on Tuesdays. So it's a lot. We're all changing and twisting and transitioning a lot. Lots of changes. Oh, shit. You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right, so let's go. Been being called out all day. Yeah. Well, shit, I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't know. I leave and then they come in, and then I leave and then they come in, and it's okay. So refocus. Here we go. What are we on? Air signs. Thank you. Air signs. It's the air signs' turn. Air signs. Air signs. Air signs. Gemini. Libra, Aquarius. Got a little indigestion there for you guys. I don't know what that's about. There it is. That's why. Good grief. So this card that was just in that last reading was mixed up in the different deck. This is actually from the other deck. So I'm going to put that back in the other deck because I felt something different. And that's what it was before we got started. How about this music? It's got a picture of my exact shell and like wooden little stand and a smudge going in it with feathers, and then it's got some sacred geometry, and it's just like a visual of the smudge just burning, but it's kind of tripping me out because it's the exact one that I have two of those like that. Wow. Air signs, bear with me. You get to be the last sign where I'm as high as I can possibly get at this point on energy. Okay. she is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she is. I think she's 8. She was never born into a physicality. She was, but she was in her mama's belly. And that was it. She loved her mom. But she wasn't meant to be. She's been in spirit with her all her life. She's helping everyone to heal the inner child, to heal the core wound, so that we don't keep blocking ourselves because of the inner child's wound. Somebody needed that. Okay, air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Here we go. Knight of Wands to kick off the air sign. This is beautiful. This is fire, passion. These are messages coming in quick. This is the fastest knight in the deck. Fast moving thought forms, fast moving energies, you know, communications coming in fast, messages coming in fast. This is igniting the inner dragon. Yes. Very good. You may be getting some dimensional dragons from inner earth, they say. All right, bring it down. Yeah. So now we have the Three of Cups. This is all about celebration, gathering with friends, enjoying family, girlfriends, guy friends, going out and just really connecting in with your star family, celebrating how far you've come. Some kind of fast information coming in for celebration. You got another fast card. Okay, so this is, I consider this Sagittarius, and this is a Sagittarius card, but it can also be Cancer. But this right here, to me, is victory. Moving forward. You're moving on. You're taking the reins, and you may not know exactly where you're going next, but it is a victory card nonetheless. And then this right here is celebration. So looking good for the air signs so far. Feeling like the queen that you are. Oh, there's the Emperor coming in from the outside. You have Aries energy here. Okay, this is Aries, major life event, major arcana. Sagittarius, Cancer, this is the Chariot, major life event. Someone's going to come in and try to take control of you, try to take control of your situation. They're not going to be someone who's going to stop. This may be something you have to bow to and move with for your betterment. King of Wands, God, air signs. This one and this one are very similar, but this is the king and this is the knight, okay? The King of Wands, he holds himself as though he is the god of all gods, okay? He knows his fire is sacred. And he doesn't allow anybody to come in and take, because this, I feel like there could be some complications with this fast-moving energy, this fast-moving move, this fast victory, this celebration. There could be something that comes in and y'all butt heads. Because these two energies, this outside of you, these two energies, they're going to be like both very headstrong, very passionate, and aggressive energies. Page coins. You still have much to learn here. This Page of Coins is it could be a young person that's around you, a child, but someone who feels like they know a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you may have to be the one that stands up and is in representation of like the teacher, to kind of guide this situation, balance it. Because like the Chariot is often depicted as being a forward victory of long adventures, or moving, or even getting a new car. It could be new situation, new movement through victory. But it's also off balance. Okay, you may need to be the one to come in, even though you don't know everything there is to know about the situation. You may need to be the one to come in, and I kind of feel like I want to put you right there and kind of balance these folks out. Like, there needs to be a little bit of calm here. I'm going to teach you some things. I'm going to show you through my highest heart, my highest joy. This is a joyful celebration card. That these things that are coming in fast, yes, we've had victory, but there's sadness there. There's a loss there. Okay, this is the Three of Swords. This is often death, heartbreak, loss, betrayal. All of this is happening, and it's upsetting. I feel like it's upsetting, but there's a celebration that this is your challenge position here. So you are you've got to stay in that highest light, highest frequency as you're going through these very big changes. But this is a victory nonetheless, even though it feels kind of like on shaky ground. This is all real fast energy. Fast energy. Quick coming in. Why? Nine of Swords. The hero. The hero's journey. Beaten down, long time coming stuff. Bursting your heart wide open and allowing the transformation to take place. But you're going to have to, I'm going to just like put you, I really feel like this is your energy, and that there's other people around you, and you just got to be like the calm, maybe young, maybe not understanding, but the calm to these passions, this aggression. Let's get some more clarification for the air signs. Very much in tune with this eclipse energy. Right there. New moon in Libra. Know that you are loved. Balance. I kept saying we need balance to this situation. You feel off kilter. Balance. Just. It needs to be just. And Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, relationships, right? Softening to the situation. I feel a softening. Even though this has been really hard, really heart-wrenching, lots of sadness, like sadness that you just cannot remove from your heart. Like it's just there. It's like an ache. It's that sadness that just will not leave. That's what this card is. Until you make it leave. All right, so we got two more that popped. Full moon in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. And why is it that I've got it? Okay, there's an English accent, and I know that it's not that great, but some reason it's coming through. So somebody might have an English mother, grandmother, or something, and this is like your whomever. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Yes, full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. And full moon in Aquarius, be real. Yes. If there's no inspiration to the situation, you can just leave it be and let it work itself out. But if you're inspired, I feel like you should calm these people down and remind them that they have things to celebrate. Remind them that there is a victory here for sure. There's a victory. All right, Lyran card. Stop that. Lyran card. Let's go. Whoa, that one just flew. Dimensional shift. Dimensional shift. And on the bottom, numerology. Finances increase. Sacred geometric, spiritual science. Study sacred geometry. I don't care where you start. You can start with whatever. Merkaba, Flower of Life, Metatron's Cube, you know. But we're going to read about your dimensional shift. Okay, air signs. 18. All right. Dimensional shift, manifestation, harmony, dreams to reality, air signs. Your human society is currently undertaking a shift of cosmic proportions, with your entire existence beginning to enter into a higher dimensional plane. These dimensional shifts occur as a natural universal cycle. And just as your winter shifts to spring, so does your solar system operate from a much larger scale. The dimensional shift firstly begins at a deep subatomic level, where even the foundations that shaped your scientific understanding begin to evolve and transform. Eventually, this microprocess begins to tickle your physical reality, consciousness, and eventually into all of your society as it adapts towards a new way of living, thinking, and innovation. From our vantage point, entering into the fifth dimensional field equates to using less energy to materialize goals such as a much longer lifespans, need less food for your vessel, and greater connection with the cosmos at large. The dimensional shift is when a time of great transformation is occurring in your life. You have been presently waiting for a grand transformation, and this time has come now. It's sprouted. Yes, we materialize right in front of you. This way of harnessing the magnetic field is how many starships in our universe operate, riding invisible why can't I say the word? Riding invisible sonic networks that carry ships with ease, similar to catching a fast river current that would carry a boat with ease. These magnetic pulses exist all around yourself, and by becoming aware of them, which you already naturally perceive as like free energy, one can begin to harness an unlimited free energy that will not drive all your future technologies, but expand into scientific secrets of the cosmos. Know, beloved starseed, that struggle is less effective the more you advance into the fifth dimensional field. If you are hitting roadblocks or any projects, now is the ideal time to audit any particular strategies and request for a fifth dimensional way of operating to fuse into your goals, projects, and life. I command and demand a fifth dimensional version of these projects, family dramas, whatever it be. Additional meanings: expansion, health, gratification, dreams to reality. Yes, Pisces, Saturn. Manifestation, harmony, time of magic, fun, ease, and grace, air signs. Fun, ease, and grace. Fun, ease, and grace. If it's hard and it's challenging, you got to shift it. It's a dimensional shift. It's consciously taking the reins of our biosphere as a being, connected into all sacred geometry of all. We are all of this, all connected in code. So you have to learn how to play with the code. Yeah. You could do that, air signs, unlike some of the others, because you got it all going on. in your cosmic mind, your cosmic flow. You just got to make sure you begin here, because it never starts here. It starts here. Everything starts right here in your higher cosmic heart, right there, right where that jewel is at. Did I get them all? Yes, I did. Thank you to the air signs. I love you so much. I appreciate you. You rock. What was under here? They're telling me. Ah, another page. Page of Swords. People are watching you. That's the lurker card. People be spying on you, watching you on your social medias, watching you do your thing. Let them. That's what I say. Thank you, air signs. I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful transformation going on here. We're just going to keep it beautiful. That's how we got to roll, right? That's how we got to roll with this. Okay, and I don't like being like that. Back it up a little bit. There we go. Oh my. Hey, Annette. Nice to see you here. You'll have to go back and catch that replay because we're wrapping it up, beautiful, beautiful friend. Oh, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but Annette and I had a brainstorm while we were out foraging the land for things to do craft with, to wildcraft or to, create, ceremonial pieces or whatever, use in our apothecary, blah, blah, blah. And as we were out there, we thought we need like a Padre, it was like Padre Pickers, the Padre Island Pickers group, where we're going to take groups out with us and forage and then create and make it a thing, make it an event that, like, everything we do will have a direct in alignment space, probably here at Spark Shack, for everybody to come back, and then I'll have every kind of anything we would need, from jewels to other herbs to candles to maybe those little mini broomsticks or pieces of driftwood, fishing wire, every kind of craft, jewel, blah, blah, blah. Have it all laid out, and then we'll all create something to offer, because what this is the main thing, okay? Moving forward, we really have to shift as a collective, and it starts here within the self. As the self goes, does the collective, okay? We have to shift into a time where we are more in service to community, of course, yes. But the introverted time is over. The time of us doing it all on our own is over, and that's going to just keep. So it's just going to get worse and worse and worse if we're not working with others. If we're not coming together and doing things with others. The universe is forcing us to move forward and work with others. And people who are introverts are going to have a real hard time if they're in resistance to this flow, because that's the only way it's going to go. Especially now that Pluto's in Aquarius, and Uranus is still in Taurus for another 3 years, and he's getting up there, he'll end up finally leaving and going into Gemini. So, I mean, these are just future notice, we're really moving towards the self serving through the collective. And that is the Aquarian age, even though we're not officially on paper in the Aquarian age, we're in the corridor. So, all right. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm going to head on out the door. Yeah, get me a little sip of this coconut water. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining. Please share with your friends. I don't even know. We didn't even check the number. Or maybe we did. I don't know how many we have for the giveaway, but we're getting close. So let's get some more and we'll do the giveaway. I'm trying to see if it's nearby and I can show it one more time. I have an Andara crystal that I'll show y'all next week. And come on, the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, and a couple of other fun items to throw in for the giveaway. So, like, subscribe, comment on the YouTube replay. Not right now. It doesn't count right now. You have to come back as soon as I say goodbye and go just put a couple hearts and make sure your name gets in for the drawing. Okay? I love you so much. Thank you. Yes, please do share. Aaron, you rock. I did your will. You got to get here early, buddy, and get me to do it early, because when I do it in the cards, I mess up every time. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yes. Awesome. So we are not far away. We're at 594. 625 is the goal. Can we get there by next week? That would be exciting. Okay. Go with love in your heart. Love as your armor. Feel the light that is you, and let the light do the work, you know? Let the transformation happen. You don't see the caterpillar going, oh no, I can't turn to goo. Oh, how will that happen? Or how can it happen? Or I can't do it because of this person. I can't forgive them. Or no. You can't. You don't see that. It just happens naturally. So the best advice I can give you is get the fuck out your own way. Okay. I love you. Blessings and love. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. Deep transformation and transmutation wishes I send to you. I love you. In Lakesh. Namaste, my friends.